Lehi returning talented running back Devon Eka and dangerous wide receiver legend Glasker. While the Falcons counter with a stingy defense and an offense led by quarterback Keneal Sweetwine.
For the score back in the end zone.
Two schools separated by about 3 miles and I-15, squaring off as part of powerful Region 3 on Thursday Night Lights. Good evening. Welcome into an absolutely beautiful night. This might be the best night we've had yet. The temperature is perfect. The game is perfect. And we are excited to get going. Huge rivalry here. These schools are about 3 miles apart. Lehi visiting Skyridge as we kick off Region 3 tonight. Dave Fox, Alema Harrington, Frank Dolce will join us on the field shortly. Let's talk a little bit about Lehi. Really players on both sides of the ball you and I have followed since they were freshmen.
Yep.
Devon Eka is one of those running backs. I still remember his first game on our air.
As a freshman.
As a freshman.
And as a freshman, he was getting time in the backfield for Lehi. Now continues to mature. And I tell you, this kid is one of my favorite running backs to watch. Got a low center of gravity. He's only about 5'9", 5'10". And some would say undersized, but I would say he's the perfect size for this type of back. Kind of the combination of a hard running back that also has some scat moves in his bag as well.
And you love him, too, because he's going to BYU. On the other side of the ball, another kid we followed for a long time, Keneal Sweetwine. And this young man has really developed into a heck of a passer.
Indeed, he has. We talked about the continued maturity, the development for him. It's really more on the mental side. He's got all of the tangibles, right? He's got great size, got a strong arm. But he was struggling with the turnovers last year. This year, 21 touchdowns to 5 turnovers. You can live with that type of ratio. He continues to improve.
I absolutely cannot wait for this game. It is the Region 3 week on KJazz and KMYU. Tomorrow we head up to Lone Peak as they take on Corner Canyon. But right now, it's the rivalry. It's the Falcons. It's the Pioneers. And it's coming your way right now on KJazz and KMYU television. Oh, this is going to be a great game tonight. Let's go down on the field right now. Frank Dolce standing by with Skyridge head coach Justin Hem. Frank.
Thanks, Dave. Appreciate that. All right, Coach. Look, it's homecoming. It's like rivalry week here. How do you keep your guys focused and not getting too excited about this matchup?
No, absolutely. Tremendous atmosphere. The community here. It's a great setting. I think the idea is, what else could you ask for as far as the setting and scene and things like that? So our boys are excited and ready to roll.
All right, Coach. Good luck tonight. Appreciate it.
Appreciate you.
Thank you so much, Frank. Thank you, Coach. What a night. Look at the stands just filled up on both sides. And our crew's ready to go. Even at the top of the Max Shack. Working on that golf swing. There's Alex and Sergio up to the rooftop. And way up high, Evan and Sal. Yeah, that's right. Flex, guys. Show us what you got. And they are as excited for this as the fans are. There's Who on our field camera. He's just daydreaming now, thinking, what great shot can I come up with next?
You know, who?
More of our sound guys, Marcos and Zach. They do a great job for us. Zach's practicing his broadcasting, as you see right there. Here comes the Lehi Pioneers, of course, up in the booth. We got Tyson and Miley, my sources for stats. And they're never wrong. And there's Skyridge. Both teams coming into this game 4-1 on the season. But you know what they say about these things. Throw out the records. Because it is a rivalry. We'll get to our keys to victory in a moment. First, our Utah State University kickoff, the state's #1 student experience on campus. And we are underway on a Thursday night. And that kick sails into and out of the end zone for Victor's Tires touchback. Let's take a look at our keys to the game, brought to you by America First Credit Union. Alema.
Well, I'm going to keep it real simple. If you're Lehi, you got Ika in the backfield. You got to feed that beast. He's averaging 8 yards per carry. I'd round them up to 9. For Skyridge, it's about ball security. You know, we talk about Sweetwine. The main thing for Sweetwine is continue to improve in your decision making. No turnovers tonight.
Region 3 opener. Tomorrow it's Corner Canyon and Lone Peak as they open Region 3 as well. An opening play, Sweetwine, pass out into the flat, and what a hit. That was pretty impressive just to hang on.
Yeah, not
Lincoln
sure how
Tahi.
he was able to hang on to that ball. Lincoln Tahi out in the backfield.
Picks up a couple, 2nd and 8. Great crowd here. Lehi, of course, just across freeway. They bring a lot of fans. This berm, I suspect, will be almost filled up before we get going. It's already starting to get a lot of fans. Great setting at this stadium where they have both end zone berms where fans can sit and watch the game. Second down. Sweetwine again. His pass caught, and that is a strong auto first down. Let's take a look at the players to watch for this Skyridge offense.
Well, it all starts with Keneal Sweetwine, the quarterback. Of course, talk about Lincoln Tahi, who had a catch earlier in the game on the first play of the game. As I look at his numbers, 5 TDs on the year. And Talmadge Oswald, one of the big targets for Sweetwine.
So quick early first down for Skyridge as they're moving the ball on the first drive of this rivalry game. Ooh, high snap, and Sweetwine takes off with it, and he'll get maybe a yard or 2. Take a look at our defensive players to watch. Brought to you by Robert J. DeBry for the Lehi defense. There they are.
Well, you got Taki, Evans, and Fabrizio. All of these guys very good. Those linebacking core for this Lehi team, extremely disciplined. Fabrizio at the cornerback position is a good one.
That's actually our offensive players as well right there, as you see quarterback Cash Hollingshead, Legend Glasgow, and Devon Eka. And officials blew a whistle, but I don't see a flag.
There's a flag. Yeah, I read about the...
Oh, it's hidden. There it is.
Filter on at openbidding.com. Movement on the line by the Pioneers. That's 5. Skyridge second down.
Second and short. And, oh, I wonder if Tahi's
knee went down, but they gave him forward progress.
They did.
I wonder if they'll converse here, because his knee was down about 2 yards behind where the ball has been spotted.
This could be a Robert J. DeBry. You make the call. Utah's original personal injury attorney. But let's say we're going to sustain it because we have no evidence to back it up otherwise. Third and short. And right up the middle goes Keneal Sweetwine.
And I love this with Sweetwine because he is a big body. At 6'4", 205 pounds, he's a dangerous runner. There haven't been a whole lot of designed runs for him, at least not ones that they've been executing over the past couple of years. He's been the quarterback, but I like that wrinkle.
Another strong auto first down. And this time Sweetwine keeps, and he pays for it.
Vince Evans, one of our players to watch for Lehi's defense at middle linebacker position, timed that perfectly as he came up the middle untouched.
Second and long with a 5-yard loss. There's Vince Evans, the senior, 44 tackles coming in. Sweetwine looking, sets up the screen, open in the middle. Adam Warren, and well read by this Lehi defense. They're not going to gain a thing. It's third and long. We mentioned the defensive players to watch. Again, Taki, Evans, and Fabrizio.
Brody Downs, that's just proof that he's been doing his film work. He diagnosed that almost immediately as he watched Tahi go out of the backfield. Taking a look here at our defensive players. Evans and Fabrizio and Taki. PJ Taki, number 11. I'll tell you, he's a good one. 6'4", 235, still uncommitted. There are college scouts all over the place here, Foxy.
Yeah, tonight we've seen numerous scouts. Downfield passes high, just above Hunter Sheffield. And that's a 4th and long, and the punt team will come on the field for Skyridge.
Sheffield running into coverage there. Didn't really want to give up his body on that one, Alema.
Yeah, a little bit. We used to call that when I was playing. That was a hospital ball.
Yeah, no doubt.
Good look at Coach Ham coming over from Brighton a few years ago and coached under Coach Lehman for 1 season before taking over.
Legend Glasgow back at his 20-yard line awaiting the kick of Andrew Nilsson, and that's where they'll have it, 22. So on the first series, they hold Skyridge. 36-yard punt, no return. And 11, you're not kidding. There are scouts all over the sidelines today.
Well, we got Case. I mean, it's your usual suspects, which would include all of the local colleges. So BYU, Utah State, Weber State, SUU, all of them are here. But there's a lot of guys that are already committed to different places like Arizona and Minnesota, Kansas State. All of those scouts, coaches are here watching this game.
First down, Cash Hollingshead at quarterback. And that pass almost intercepted on the tip. Let's take a look at our offensive players to watch for the Lehi offense, brought to you by Robert J. DeBry.
Well, they're, good look at number 24, Devon Ika, and Hollingshead, the quarterback, along with legend Glasker. I'll tell you what, there's a lot of weapons on both of these teams, but Glasker and Ika are fun to watch.
Yeah, two of the best, no doubt. Second down. And Eka. No, it's Keat for Hollingshead. And Hollingshead's only going to get a couple. So now Lehi looking at a 3rd and long. Take a look at the players to watch for the Skyridge defense.
Well, you got Finau, number 27, Kunz, 0, and up front, Harvey Moyai. Moyai at 6'3", 220 pounds. I tell you what, man, he's coming off the edge. You got to make sure you know where he's at.
Arizona commit. We saw an Arizona scout here, keeping an eye on their property. 3rd and 8. Hollingshead to throw. And Hollingshead running out of trouble, fires into traffic, and that is broken up by Briggs Parker.
Did a great job by Suka Finau, who was giving chase. He kind of was acting like he was going to go in motion or with the motion man, and as soon as the ball was snapped, he came up through the gap and was able to at least put some pressure on Cash Hollingshead.
Back to punt, number 49, Bodie Hammond. Number 27, linebacker.
So standing back at the 40-yard line, and he's just going to let this one bounce. Parker can't get to that. 39-yard kick. So back and forth we go. 2 defensive stands for each team. We are scoreless here. Big rivalry battle in Lehi on America First Credit Union's Thursday Night Lights.
I'm Brian New, play tight end, Lehi High School, body built by McDonald's. Go Pokes.
Briggs Love, defensive tackle, Lehi High School. McDonald's sponsor me. Love you, Mom.
All right, we got 2 McDonald's sponsors there. How about that?
Yeah,
Player cards brought to you by Weber State University.
You heard Neil. He said, "Go Pokes." He's committed to Oklahoma State.
Hey, there's Steve Clements there on the sideline.
Yes, indeed.
He was the quarterback coach for the longest time, but I think he just kind of helps out now when he can. He of course, won a state championship as head coach for Lehi, clear back in the year 2000. He still looks like he could play. Tonight's game brought to you by America First, Utah's #1 credit union. If you're ready to get your money working, become a member today at AmericaFirst.com.
First and 15.
All right, Keneal Sweetwine back, firing downfield. That's nearly intercepted. Back and forth we go as Trazem Fabrizio had his hands on that. He's already got 1 pick this season, and he knows he could have had another.
Yeah, we talked about Fabrizio, one of our players to watch. Good ball hawk, got a great eye and a head for the football.
Skyridge is averaging 52 points a game this season, and so far has yet to get on the.
Oh,
it's picked off, and the big lineman has got it, and rumbling all the way down inside the 10-yard line. How about that?
Briggs Love getting some love.
Body by McDonald's.
I'll tell you what, linemen love opportunities like this, and a great job. Reads the screen, drops back, gets in the passing lane, gets the pick, and a little something after. We're talking,
he's loving it.
You know, we're talking with Andy Hadfield, first-year head coach for Lehi, and you know, talking about the environment, right? It's easy to get caught up in a rivalry game like this. And both coaches said that they had a good week of practice and guys seemed focused. You never know until you actually snap the ball.
Yeah.
And they both look pretty focused, Lehi especially.
Eka trying to get outside. Devon. Eka cuts it upfield and into the end zone.
This is what Ika does. Remember I said keys to the game for Skyridge? No turnovers. That turnover by Skyridge turned into the key to the game for Lehi. Feed the beast. Give it to Ika, and he'll put it in the end zone. Great blocking up front after the interception right here. You got to love the opportunity that your defense gave you. And they gave you an opportunity, but you got to cash in, and that's exactly what Ika and that offensive line did right there.
Boy, that is great blocking. You're right. There's Briggs. In fact, I think one of the key, Legend Glasgow threw a great block towards the very end of that run.
Ika and Glasgow are actually cousins.
Yep. Bodie Hammond for the point after. And from our eye in the sky, the kick is perfect. And Lehi strikes first on the turnover and then touchdown. The Pioneers on the board. Rivalry night. It's homecoming at Skyridge. The Pioneers grab the early lead on American First Credit Union's Thursday Night Lights. By the way, it's Devon Eka. That's Devon Eka. After the 29-yard interception return by Briggs Love, there's the blocking downfield, and he's into the end zone for Eka. That's his 9th rushing touchdown on the season.
And I mentioned off the top, he's averaging about 9 yards per carry. And
that's pretty good.
When that's the case, how can you not just give it to that guy? Both of these backs, speaking of Ika, along with Tahi on Skyridge, they're both great out of the backfield. Great receivers. And you're always looking for the mismatch. If you can get your running back on a linebacker, you feel like you have an advantage in the pass game.
Eka has an offer from BYU, is not committed anywhere just yet. And Briggs Parker on the return, and he's already up past the 40, falls forward to the 42. Sets Skyridge up quite nicely with a 22-yard return.
Yeah, short kick. It looks to me, Alema, like Sweetwine might be still trying to find his footing in this game. He's thrown a couple passes that we just haven't seen out of him this year. We'll see if he settles in on this drive. And by the way, this is a very stingy Lehi defense.
Combined. The most mysterious game they had was week 2 at Mountain Ridge when they lost 9-7. Other than that, scores seemed pretty normal. Downfield, another interception. Oh my goodness! And Trajan Fabrizio picks off Sweetwine.
And I was going to say, you know, you throw an interception. The question is, okay, how are you going to respond next time you come out onto the field? This is good coverage. Great job by Fabrizio to break in front of that thing and get the interception. Now the question is going to be, okay, are you having a conversation with Sweetwine on the sideline? Make sure that he's able to kind of just keep his head. It's easy to get overwhelmed. You come out and you throw back-to-back picks.
Yeah, that's the same pass that was nearly picked off by Fabrizio on the previous series. And he went right back to it. Sweetwine definitely trying to get settled in here.
So first down for Cash Hollingshead. Cash stands in the pocket, wide open, and stretching as far as he could. Oh, that would have been remarkable, but Carter Cutler can't hang on.
Hollingshead took a shot. Legal play right as he let go of the ball, but he is going to feel that one.
Outstretched arms of Cutler almost brought that thing in. It would have been a great catch. 2nd down and 10.
2 picks already for Lehi in this game. And on 2nd down, Eka will take the ball, and Eka gets maybe a yard or 2. McGee's Awards and Engravings. It's time to be recognized. McGee's providing our Thursday Night Lights Champions trophy following the game.
Big 3rd down here for this Skyridge defense. If they can get off the field here, be huge after that interception.
Back-to-back picks for Sweet Wine, and Lehi would love to make him pay on 3rd down as they take a timeout. It's interesting. Both teams are 4-1, but Lehi's victories, their opponents' combined record is only 5-13. So you wonder, have they really, been tested that much? Well, in the early going, they look every bit the part. 5-13, the record of the teams they beat, including a 4A team and a 5A team.
And they had that interesting loss to
yeah,
the
that's
Mountain
really weird.
9-7.
9-7.
I mean, that's a Kyle Whittingham score.
Yeah.
He loves that score.
And talking to Coach Hadfield before the game, he said that, surprisingly, that might have been one of the best things that happened for us. Is it kind of woke us up, because we were feeling pretty good about ourselves and going into this year, and there are a lot of things that were going our way. We probably have as much talent, maybe more talent than we've ever had before in the past. And so that loss to Mountain Ridge, 9-7, was kind of a wake-up call for this group. And it galvanized this team and brought them together. And sometimes, I mean, if you're going to lose, you hope you lose and learn something from it. And I think they did.
There's Dilemma in the Mac Shack. He's there every night. And on 3rd down, they're going to run a reverse. Glasker's got it. What can Legend do? And here he goes. Legend Glasker. Huge pickup all the way down inside the red zone and into the end zone. I still don't see a
Did
call.
he stay in bounds?
I think they're talking about it. Hang on.
No call yet.
No.
Out of bounds.
At the 1? Oh, my word. So 62 yards on the reverse.
Actually, make it 75. He went all the way back to the 25-yard line as he took that toss. Now he's headed down the sideline. The question is, where did he step out of bounds? Give credit to Briggs Parker for staying with this thing and trying to keep him from getting to the end zone.
You saw it right at the end there. What a run, though. He just took off. I mean, like a shot. Was that Suka Finau that he had kind of juked in the backfield? I think so. So here we go again with 1st and goal. And how about that? They give it to the lineman, Briggs Love.
They put 2 defensive players, Taki in as the fullback, and run a little offset I formation, hand the ball off to Briggs Love, and says, all right, Mini Fridge, go get it.
Briggs Love is filling up the stat sheet tonight. Interception, he's got a touchdown.
That's just awesome for Briggs. Point after up and good. 14-0. And a shocker for a rivalry game on homecoming night. There's Briggs.
Taki in his ear saying, hey, I'm the one that got that block for you. Don't forget about it.
Look at that.
Yeah, anybody that's trying to stop that is kind of apprehensively getting in the way.
Well, if you're Coach Him on the sideline, you're telling your team, look, we've taken a shot. We've taken a couple shots. There's plenty of time left in this football game. You don't have to do anything crazy, but you do have to get back on track, and that is hopefully going to start for Skyridge on this drive.
Yeah, if you're a Skyridge, you put a touchdown on the board right now, and it's no big deal. But if you go 3 and out here, that's a problem.
Once again, the kick from Bodie Hammond sails out of the stadium for a Victor's Tires touchback. Hey, if you toss and turn all night, it's probably time for a new mattress. RC Willey has top brands in stock, so you can sleep like a baby and wake up refreshed at RC Willey. Either that or you've just got a bad back like Alema.
Alema has the worst back. I don't know.
I need that pillow.
Alema walks like, yeah, no, I'm just making that up. Alema looks fantastic.
I lost the cane, at least. I don't have a cane anymore.
This time Sweetwine has nowhere to go. He's going to try to run for it, and he's pursued and run out of bounds, but picks up a pretty good carry of about 8 yards. Sweetwine started 3 for 3. Remember that first drive? Things were going so well. And since that point, guys, he's 0 for 4 with 2 interceptions.
And that was very indecisive. He decided to run late. He pumped a couple times during the play.
Trying to get it on the ground, and a very good carry for Lincoln Tahi that results in a strong auto first down.
Tahi, a strong runner, 5'10", 200 pounds.
That would be very beneficial to get the run game going, Alema.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Set up your play action package.
First down. Tahi again. No, this time Sweetwine keeps, and not much there. And I don't know if you characterize that as the wrong decision, Frank, but he gets a yard.
Well, I think they're just trying to get Sweetwine going. And
yeah.
he was a little indecisive on that last pass play where he ended up keeping the ball. We'll see how he responds here.
6'4" senior gets the ball out in the flat. Again, not much there. This Lehi defense just really is fired up.
Yeah, that first series when Sweetwine had completed, 3 of his first passes, he looked pretty good. Short passes, Tahi out of the backfield. But right now, they need to get some yards.
That last play credited as a run. Sweetwine's pass, and that's the Keneal Sweetwine that they all know. And Hunter Sheffield hauls that one in for a strong auto first down.
I think the little small things right now, one step at a time, getting back in this game. And a little confidence booster for Sweetwine.
17 yards on the pickup. Another high snap. Here goes Keneal, and he gets a couple.
That's not a designed quarterback run. I think off the high snap, Alema, Sweetwine just didn't feel like he had time to make the reads downfield and took off with it.
He bailed out on that pretty quickly.
Second and 8. Sweetwine looking. That pass caught. Now he's starting to spot some open receivers. Omarion Sanders hauls that one in.
Right, that's the Sweetwine we're used to seeing.
Yep. Starting to settle in a little bit.
Yeah, that would be nice. I mean, his ability to stretch the field keeps defenses off balance. If he doesn't have that in his arsenal tonight, that's going to be very difficult.
First down for Sweetwine. He's going to dump that one off to Tahi, and Tahi in the open field is brought down, but a good pickup on first down of 5 yards.
This is a thing that I really like about the backs that we have in this game with Ika and Tahi. They're great out of the backfield. A little dump route. Do your progressions. Come back to Tahi. Get that ball moving.
Downfield, and another pass by Omarion Sanders, and he is into the University of Utah red zone, always climbing to reach the goal of unsurpassed impact at the University of Utah. And now Skyridge has something going.
Yeah, now this offense starting to click.
Sweetwine, Tahi hit just inside the 5 as you saw Murphy Madsen finish him off.
Nice job by Tahi that time. Gets to the second level. A little slip move as he got past the linebackers.
What a quick drive here. Second and goal. Tahi again. No. Sweetwine keeps it. Oh, he pitches it. And it's a touchdown for Skyridge. A little improvisation.
And that's how you respond.
Well, Alema, he had a full head of steam going for it. He was tucking that thing and running away. Lehi on the defensive side peeled off after the quarterback, and that opened up the receiver late. Sweet Wine with a sweet move. And tosses it to the end zone.
How about Harvey Moyai? Yeah. So their lineman gets a touchdown just like Lehi's did.
Moyai, a very multifaceted talent.
Well, that's an impressive drive, and they needed that point after it's up and good, and it's a 14-7 Lehi lead. 2 minutes to go, first half. Boy, Frank, you talked about they needed to get him going, and he needed a drive like that after throwing 2 interceptions on back-to-back drives.
Yeah, he looked unsteady at the beginning of this drive, Alema, but all of a sudden he hit that post pattern, and it was like he was right back in the game, on time, on target, and that makes this offense very difficult to stop. By the way, are you guys noticing the number of credentialed, I'm saying credentialed in air quotes, camera people on the sideline?
Everywhere.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Like, this is ridiculous. I can hardly walk around on the sideline.
Tell them to get out of your way.
You know when you go to the airport and everybody now has a service dog?
Yeah.
Not everybody can have a service dog.
There are a ton of cameras here.
I kind of feel the same way on that. I'm going to start checking credentials here.
And how about the berm behind you there?
Yeah.
Frank, I mean, the fans filling this place in.
That's amazing. Yeah, it looks great.
Great high school football environment here.
So the Utah State kickoff sails into the end zone. That's another Victor's Tires touchback.
And speaking of great high school football environment, our good friend Tim Brown from RGS Exteriors on the sidelines. He coached, I think, a JV game for Summit earlier tonight, and then said, hey, I want to pop by the game because he just loves football.
Well,
so he's up here.
Frank, we'll visit with him.
We'll talk with him a little bit about what's going on in Summit Academy, and he's got a son, Talmadge, that's playing some college ball. We'll get the latest deals on what you can do for the exterior of your home with RGS.
The latest technology and exterior coatings for your home.
All right, back comes the Pioneers offense late getting their offense set. Cash Hollingshead, by the way, has thrown 3 passes, has not completed one yet, and yet they're up 14-7. And
able
now
to get Skyridge to jump.
You know, we've seen this call. This has been inconsistent, I would say, on the football season. Sometimes we see people jump, no flag comes out. That seemed like a very minimal. I don't even know if he got into the neutral zone. Flag comes out.
Been calls whether or not they're in the neutral zone. Now, in the high school rule book, you cannot get into the neutral zone and get back like you can in college or the NFL, where you can go on the other side of the line of scrimmage and get back before the ball is snapped and not get called.
So 1st and 5. Hollingshead looking for his first reception, and he's got it to legend Glasker, and Glasker is going to take it to the house. 75 yards.
Glasker said, last time I wasn't able to get to the end zone. This time I will leave, no doubt. He turns on the speed, and nobody's going to catch Glasker. .6'2", 175-pound senior. He's got a cousin that is playing at BYU. He's got a brother that's also playing here locally, playing some college ball. I believe he's at Weber State.
All right, here's your stat. Frank, I know you love things like time of possession, but this one's good.
Yeah,
Lehi has run 9 total plays, and they have 21 points.
What's their time of possession?
Just phenomenal. It's 2.5 minutes. 9 plays. That's efficient. There's legend Glasker. Of course, he scored on the reverse, so he has 2. Wow. There's legend. Headed to BYU, right? Alema, your alma mater? Remarkable. There's our scoring summary brought to you by RGS Interiors. As again another short kickoff there. One play, 80 yards. 75-yard TD to Glasgow. How is it 80 yards, 75? Because there was a penalty. So that's how that works.
I have. Yeah. Yes, I have. Absolutely. It's good to see you again. Hey, Dave, we have a special report down here.
Okay.
The one, the only, Tim Brown, RGS Exteriors. Tim, let me ask you first, do you have a dog in this fight?
Absolutely not. Just football, man. I love it. I love it. Hey, look, it's Thursday night football. What's better than this?
Well, you have a coaching background, so being at a game like this in a rivalry scenario, I mean, that just has to light up the juices for you.
Look, man, I absolutely love it. I had a JV game right before here, walked down here to this, and look, there's nothing better. And you got two amazing region teams playing tonight. It's amazing. I mean, these two could be probably one of the 3 or 4 best teams in the state. Love it.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Well, we love what you do with RGS. We certainly appreciate the sponsorship here with the program and everything that you do for the community. Tell us about RGS Exteriors and what people can look forward to when they give you a call.
Really, we're just here to take care of exteriors one home at a time in Salt Lake. You know, I've been doing this my whole life. I'm a 4th generation, and so we just love serving Utah, siding, gutters, decks, whatever it is.
Absolutely. Well, I can attest, my father-in-law calls RGS Exteriors whenever he needs something done at his house, which is good for me because typically he calls me. Yeah, I'm the guy. So there we go. RGS Exteriors, Tim Brown, we sure appreciate you. Thank you.
It's an absolute honor. Appreciate it. Let's go.
Always good to hear from Tim.
Yeah,
and RGS.
He's done some great work at my house, and they're not simple solutions. You know, it's a lot of detail involved as you watch Sweetwine, who's got his groove back, starting to connect now. Hits Oswald once again.
I mentioned how Lehi run 9 plays and they have 21 points. Conversely to that, in this game so far is Sweetwine looking downfield, and that ball, a fight for the ball, and it is caught. But Skyridge has a grand total of 3 tackles in this game. They just really haven't had the opportunities.
Yeah. Well, give credit to Sweetwine on that last play because he bought some extra time in the pocket before he was able to find Hunter Sheffield down the field for a first down.
23 yards on the pickup. Sweetwine again throws a nice ball right to the sideline. It is caught and then stepping out of bounds.
I'm sorry to jump in on you like that. I was just watching this. I'm standing here right on the sides. I saw the whole thing unfold. Sweetwine threw that ball before his receiver was out of his cut. And perfect timing. I mean, Sweetwine seems like he has his feet under him all of a sudden. A flag down on the play here.
Diesel Hunter, the recipient there. As you said, Tahi with a carry, but a flag down. Now, since that last interception, Sweetwine has thrown 9 straight completions. So he is definitely settled down, Frank, as you mentioned.
Well, that's how you respond. That's a good look at Coach Hem, who has a very special interest in the play of his quarterback, obviously. And I talked with him, and Sweetwine, who has been on the field for the last couple of years now, and even saw some time, you know, as a sophomore. He's a great talent. He always passed the eyeball test because he's got the tangible. He's got a strong arm. He's got good size. But you want to see the continued development as we hear the call.
Substitution on the defense. That's a 5-yard penalty. Replay, first down.
And as we were talking to Coach Ham, he was just really impressed with how Sweetwine has come into his senior campaign here with more confidence. And I'm impressed. You come out, you throw back-to-back interceptions, but since that point, he has been on point. He's been on target. He's settled in the pocket better.
Yeah, definitely, Alema. Absolutely. I'm down here on the sideline with Will Snowden, father of Utah star Smith Snowden, who still follows this program closely. And he's a big fan of Sweetwine.
First and goal. Tahi's got it. And Tahi will gain. He's going to be very close. Not first and goal. Sorry. He may have a first down.
He's very close. If it's this side official, it's a first down. I can't see the far side official. And it will be a first down. And this is our first opportunity to judge the chain gang. Nope. It's the quarter break.
Oh, we'll catch Frank's report when we come back. Well, we got a good one. Everything you would expect out of a rivalry game. A packed house, both north and south end zones. The berms are full. The grandstands are full. And we got a good one. Lehi leading 21-7 after 1 on America's First Credit Union's Thursday Night Lights.
My name is Lincoln Tahi. Play for Skyridge Football. I'm a running back. And shout out all my soldiers. All my soldiers. We love you!
Oh, they love Lincoln Tahi here.
Indeed.
How about this crowd? Look at this. This isn't even in the stadium. I mean, it is in the stadium, but it's in the berm on the, there's the the eye in the sky as we circle past there. And then you get over to the Lehi side, and those grandstands are absolutely packed. And then there's the north end. Just a great setting all the way around.
It's such a great environment.
Yeah, it really is.
All right. Talking to Coach Lehman before the game. Now the AD, former head coach, won a championship a couple years ago. It's Tahi carries this time.
And he gets inside, so 2nd and goal.
But Coach Lehman was telling me how big it is for us to come and do the game, and he's always making sure that he's being a good host.
Flag is down, and he does a great job, Alema, too. And by the way, he mic dropped his career.
Yes, he did.
Won the state championship, as you mentioned, up at Rice Eccles, and then that was it.
And then it was peace.
You know, the only thing he doesn't do well.
Oh, no.
Okay, so here's the deal. We watch Coach Kerr warm up with his team before the game, and like he's out there, like he's throwing a spiral, like he's running around. I saw Coach.
Illegal shift on the offense. 5-yard penalty. Replay 2nd down.
He was tossing the ball around.
Yeah. Oh no, Frank.
Yeah, it was.
Come on.
It was like
what?
Frank,
how could you?
He looked like an offensive lineman trying to throw.
This is a state championship coach who had a great playing career himself.
Well,
Sweetwine's going to keep, and Sweetwine gets a few.
I mean, I'm just saying, he didn't throw a pretty ball. He can coach like none other.
Hey, I need you to go tell him that. Tonight's game brought to you by America First, Utah's #1 credit union. You're ready to get your money working. Become a member today at AmericaFirst.com. All I know is every time I come here, I get to the broadcast booth, and he's got a bunch of Diet Dr. Peppers sitting
they're
there
awesome.
waiting for me.
They're great hosts here at Skyridge.
Yep. 3rd down. Sweetwine to throw. End zone tipped. Oh.
In and out of the hands that time.
Oh. 4th down. What do you do here?
Keep your offense on the field.
4th and goal from the 5.
I mean,
that's what they're going to do.
Alema, that ball came off Sweetwine's hand pretty hot.
Yeah.
But should that have been caught?
Oh, for sure.
Yeah. That's what I think,
That's his first incompletion since that last interception. But, man, that did come in hot. Here we go. 4th
they were able
down.
to get to the jump. No flag. I think that's your argument right there, Frank.
Yeah, absolutely.
That looked much more like it was in the neutral zone than the one where the flag came out.
4th and goal. Sweetwine going corner, lobs it long. Pioneers have held. My goodness.
Okay. You know, being nitpicky on that, I like going for it in that situation on 4th down, Alema, down near the goal line.
Yeah.
I think that's a very difficult like that corner to the back pylon. It's like the lowest percentage pass to complete.
Maybe
I think it's a difficult pass to complete in that situation.
So you're saying maybe a play with more options?
Yeah. I'm always a fan of more options in those situations for sure.
I've been to the buffet with you. I know that this is true.
Listen, tapas style is my
By the way,
family style. That's the way I eat.
That could be a candidate for our stop of the game. Think about that on 4th and goal, and they stop Skyridge from getting in the end zone. So keep that in mind as our stop of the game.
Yeah, that's a good one.
We'll settle that later on. I've got some more info from my sources, and I know you like this kind of stuff.
Let's hear it.
So there have been 9 defensive plays for Skyridge, right? They've had as many tackles as given up TDs, 3 of each. I don't even know how that's possible other than you're scoring in a hurry. 3 tackles, 3 TDs scored by Lehi, 2 pass breakups, by the way.
Well, if
1 incomplete pass.
3
That's
of your
phenomenal.
plays are touchdown plays. There were no tackles made on those plays.
But they were all long.
Right.
I mean, long. You've got Glasgow with a 62-yard run that set up a touchdown and a 75-yard reception for a touchdown. Flags everywhere as Hollingshead lets that go. But
that's going to be
on every
guessing
side
a
of the
formation problem.
Hey, by the way, Dave, I think I heard you. I'm not sure I heard it correctly, but did you say that you saw Steve Clements on the sideline?
Yeah.
Okay, they're going to want him.
And you said he looked like he could still play?
Yeah.
I don't know, Lim. I think that's a little generous.
Are you taking offense?
What are you doing? You just ripped up.
You didn't say, hey, Frank, I see you on the sideline. You look like you could still play.
Oh, I don't need anyone to. I don't need that kind of validation.
Offense. Half the distance to the goal. Replay second down.
So that I was correct. There was a formation issue there.
Yeah,
illegal shift
and
against Lehi.
Yeah. Hey, I covered Clements when he was at BYU, and then, of course, came to Lehi and guided him to a state championship.
He's been an assistant there for a long time, and now just contributing.
Hanging out. Second down. Cut back. And Eka picks up a couple, gives him a little bit of breathing room, but they got a long way to go. Looking for a custom Letterman jacket? Coleman Knitting Mills has you covered since 1947. Build your own at colemanknitting.com.
I was looking for one earlier tonight, and I found one in my closet. I got a custom Coleman Mills, Knitting Mills Letterman's jacket made just for me.
Well, you're going to see you and I later on in this broadcast.
Oh, God, we're going to have a who
Frank didn't make it.
Who wore it better segment?
Yeah,
thanks for the late notice.
Third down. Hollingshead in his end zone. Throws high and intercepted. Picked off and taken to the house by Briggs Parker. 24 yards on the return.
Tim Brown from RGS Exteriors, who's here watching the game just as a fan, jumped on, talked a little bit about RGS, but he says, I'm here for the football. He said, this is a great game. These are two of maybe the best teams in the state going up against each other, and that's what we're seeing so far.
Man, they're just throwing blows back and forth, taking shots at each other.
Crew owed him for the point after. Was that Glasgow? I have to go back and look at that replay, but
the target
just a little high.
Yeah.
Glasgow's a good target.
Hollingshead now only has the one reception at 75 yards to Glasgow, but here's that pass, and it was Glasgow. But even that was high for him. And an easy return for Parker once he caught it. Clear path. There's Briggs.
Hey, man, what's your name?
I'm Briggs Parker. I play safety at Skyridge High School, and I like fishing.
Reel him in.
A pick six just moments ago.
Oh, I see what you did there.
He went fishing and he caught
really
one.
Good. That was really
There's
good.
Briggs. Our player cards brought to you by Weber State University. Build the future you want to see. 11, Frank and I will be a little bit north of Weber on Saturday, broadcasting Utah State against McNeese. We had a Zoom, the three of us today, with.
That was great.
So much fun. He's just, and boy, does he love being in Logan.
He was so good, Alema. He was so good.
When he was at BYU, I thought, you know what, I think this might be a destination job. He'll coach here. And, of course, you know, things happen in life, and BYU wanted to go a different direction. But Bronco, then he goes to Virginia. I thought, I don't know if that's a great fit for him. He did well there. Then he goes to New Mexico. I said, that makes a lot of sense because he coached there before. And now, all of a sudden, he's up in Logan. I'm like, okay, he found his home.
Perfect match.
And you're right. That's the final destination kind of thing.
Yeah.
Well, here comes Lehi. They have more touchdowns in this game than first downs. 21 points. And look at this. Devon Eka. That's what makes him so powerful. And by the way, these incredible numbers, they're not just bouncing out of my brain. Tyson Ewing and Miley Enger on stats, 22 yards on the pickup. You know, and they are phenomenal.
A lot of college scouts that are here that may have not had an opportunity to see Eka, because Eka, I think there was an assumption made that he was going to BYU because his cousin is there, Legend is, you know, committed there, and they're thinking, okay, maybe we don't recruit him because he's, you know, he's almost a shoo-in, a guarantee he's going to BYU. Not the case, and I think he's wide open. I think the
dropped. Wow. Holy smoke. Did Hollingshead get away with one there? Briggs Parker almost had a second pick six.
Good heavens.
Holy cow. What happened there?
Yeah.
Miscommunication big time.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think the receiver was probably supposed to make a cut or something.
Let me just finish that thought on Eka, that I believe that the offers are going to start to pour in for this kid now, because there was an early assumption, I think, that he was going to BYU. Don't worry about recruiting him. You're not going to get him.
And now he's very much available.
Yep.
Second down. And Eka trying to string it out and gets nothing. Utah State University, the state's #1 student experience on campus.
Yeah, that should have been a loss of 2 or 3. He ends up gaining 2. He's just a strong runner with great speed. His ability going east to west is very good. Look at this T-shirt getting ripped as he's continuing to churn his legs and pick up yards.
By the way, we mentioned Hollingshead had no interceptions coming into this game, and the one he had was a big one, as Briggs Parker took that to the house. Almost had a second. He's got a big opportunity here, though. He needs 8 yards for the first. And Hollingshead to throw, and he fires low. Oh, that would have been first down yardage. I mean, good idea trying to hit Viacaio.
Well, he was under pressure. Griffin Coons.
Watch the hit here.
Yeah, with the blitz. That makes it difficult to set your feet and really drive the ball downfield. That one ended up short and a punting situation.
So Parker back on the field, back at his 15-yard line. Bodie Hammond, the kicker and the punter for Lehi. And a good kick. Parker's going to have to call for a fair catch inside the 20. And a 39-yard punt for Bodie Hammond. What a beautiful night. Looking back here at Skyridge High School, gorgeous high school, and across the valley here in Utah County. Look at this grandstand. It is absolutely packed, and we've got a great game going right here. The visitors leading on homecoming night for Skyridge, 21-14. And here come the Falcons trying to get outside and wrapped up. Very little room down the jaws wall.
Yeah, Vince Evans, that active middle linebacker, did a nice job coming up and making the stop.
Second down, 6.
I think they got Taki to jump that time.
I think we're 2 for 3 on that call tonight.
Is that right?
I think we're 2 for 3.
Defense, 5-yard penalty, replay second down.
By the way, Evans, who had that first down stop, 5 tackles and a sack already for Vince Evans, and a very familiar name in college history. High snap, but gathered in. This is going to be really close. Frank, I don't know if you're on the line, but
yeah, they're going to give it
to
him.
Yeah.
But it is really close.
Move the chains with Lincoln Tahi. Let's take a look at our upcoming schedule. Brought to you by McGee's. It's time to be recognized. Tomorrow, Corner Canyon at Lone Peak. Another Region 3 battle. Next Thursday, excited for this. We're headed up to Fremont. They're having a great season as Tahi takes the catch on the outside. And Fremont will be hosting Farmington But Fremont off to a 4-1 start as well.
Continue to be impressed by Tahi coming out of the backfield. Really soft hands. Saw his dad, now Fahu Tahi, of course, the former BYU great. Played in the NFL.
Pass caught outside, wide open, Amarian Sanders, and he's got a strong auto first down.
All of a sudden, Skyridge, Alema, with a very nice mix of run and pass and the confidence on the offensive side of the ball.
Just under 6 to play, first half. We've had a lot of activity in this game. Sweetwine looking downfield. That pass dropped, and Hunter Sheffield, I don't know if you can care to categorize that as the old heard the footsteps, but it was in his hands.
And there were footsteps.
And there were footsteps. Indeed.
Yeah, that formation made you think pre-snap look that they're going to run the ball here. Good play action, and really are pretty open down the field for Sheffield, but just could not hang on.
Yeah, Reed Nielsen bearing down on him. Second down. Sweetwine's pass caught right in the middle of that zone. And another big reception and another strong auto first down. And Diesel Hunter. 19-yard pickup.
They've had nice success with that short side post. Oh, there's the flag. All right, 3 for 4. We're getting
again.
We're getting there.
The second time on this series, Taki
Number 11
has jumped.
The 5-yard penalty. Replay first down.
5-yard penalty.
So another first and short. Sweetwine's pass, and that's caught. Slipping inside the 10-yard line is Hunter Sheffield. He could have maintained his footing. He might be able to come that back, get to the end zone. He's limping now to the sideline.
Yeah, I think he tried to. I think he tried to keep his footing. Alema just slipped on the field.
I think he tried to stop and get around that defender.
24 yards on the pickup. Sweetwine keeping, and Sweetwine twisted his way very close to the end zone. But he's going to be stopped a yard shy of the goal line.
And he took a shot at the end.
That's a big boy. I'm telling you, it reminds me a little of Jackson Dart. When he's running the ball.
Nobody ran the ball like Jackson Dart.
True.
Like he's one of a kind.
Second and goal. Tahi cuts back, walks into the end zone.
I think, like you said, Frank, the last couple of series where they've scored, they've mixed it up very nicely, pass and run.
And the ability to do that because Sweetwine has found his footing. The confidence is back.
Point after. Crew Odom is good. So it was 14-0 Lehi. And since then, and that was that second interception, it's 21-7 that Skyridge has outscored their rivals.
You know, I was talking with Bob Stevens, longtime offensive line coach. He's take a look at Tahi, who just scored the touchdown and had some big plays, both receiving and rushing on that last series. But Bob Stevens not coaching this year, finally retired. He's got a son down in southern Utah that just got off a mission. And he's coached a lot of great offensive linemen. He was the head coach over at Alta for a number of years. And now is getting an opportunity to just kind of kick back, relax. But he's at tonight's game. He came out to watch his boys play. You know, he coached all these kids last year as he stepped away. But during the course of this season on the offensive line, give credit to those guys up front on the last 2 scoring drives because they did a great job.
Boy, they really have, led by center Andy Anderson, of course, who's just a junior. You saw the scoring drive right there. Sweetwine on that last drive. There's the overall scoring drive brought to you by RGS Exteriors. But Sweetwine himself completed 4 of 5 passes, 58 yards, and he had 8 rushing yards. He's really settled into this game. Now it's up to Lehi to see how they can respond. Hey, visit your local trusted, helpful auto expert, Master Auto Tech, for all your auto repair needs. First down, and Cass Hollingshead, the junior quarterback. He's got a lot of weapons. Devon Eka, Legend Glasker, some good linemen. And Hollingshead pass. That's caught. Eka's got it. And Eka out of the backfield with a huge pickup past midfield. He's got 200 yards receiving coming into this game. And got 32 more yards right there.
I know it sounds a little like a broken record, but both of these backs, Tahi and Eka, so good out of the backfield as receivers. And that's a valuable skill set to have if you're looking at the next level.
How about this number? Hollingshead has completed 2 passes in this game for 107 yards.
2 good ones.
And a
2
touchdown.
good ones.
And here goes Eka on the ground. Another great. I can't get over how many chunk plays we've seen in this game, and just entertaining. It's just entertaining football.
It sure is.
Get the Strong Volkswagen home with a lifetime warranty. Unlock stronger at strongbw.com. We're going to be just up the street at Lone Peak for tomorrow's game. In fact, Frank and Lem and I are just going to get a hotel room and crash all night, hang out, break this game down, and look ahead to tomorrow night's game.
Breaking news.
Second down. That's caught. If he gets forward progress, then he's not going to, apparently.
Well, that's
that will not
Neil,
be a
the tight
down.
end.
Yeah.
Who's committed to Oklahoma State.
Yep.
His brother, of course, is the quarterback here.
He was quarterback here. He's there.
And now he's there.
Yep.
Yeah. They'll be reunited. And it feels so good. 3rd and 1. Is this one of those course you do something else? Nope, you give it a 24, and that's why. And Eka's got a first down.
Yep, give it to number 24. Have him get behind your guard and your tackle on that left side. Havea and Godfrey. It's 2:15.
Godfrey is the light guy on the block. I mean, that is a massive offensive line.
Case of Page is 325. Did you mention Benjamin, the Minnesota recruit?
Yeah, Mata Ali Benjamin is 6'8", 315.
He's huge. Hollingshead's pass. Diving, but incomplete. Trying to hit Cam Wren. 2nd down.
Pretty good coverage on that play. But I like where Hollingshead threw the football. No danger of that one getting picked off. His receiver had a chance at it.
Hey, Frank, John Lehman's walking your way, and I told him to stop by for a visit. He said, you got a few things you want to unpack for him.
I could run away with him, and he could never hit me.
Outside. Boy, if he could have gotten out of one more tackle, he was looking at a first down. But a great open field tackle by Rex Coswell. This game brought to you by Weber State University. Build the future you want to see at Weber State. By the way, I mentioned we've got Utah State against McNeese Saturday. McNeese played Weber State last week. The score was 42-41. I mean, just a shootout. Weber State won it.
Yeah, that was at Weber State.
3rd down. Hollingshead. Screen outside Glasgow. He's there. Oh, he dropped the ball. Oh, it looked like it was almost like a catch, then drop. Now what do you do? 4th and 8. I mean, you got to go for it here.
You're in no man's land. I don't know that you go for a field goal here, but looks like they're going to bring that field goal unit on.
Let's see here.
Well, they are going to kick.
Bodie Hammond along the 50 on the year. He's right in his range.
Virtually no wind.
Right into the Sunbelt scissor lift. And for the lead. Looks good. Weapon. She's now 4 of 5 on field goals this year.
What a game. I don't know if we could have scripted this any better. Take a look at Boyd up there in the scissor lift.
Well, he's all set for homecoming tonight. They've got a pre-dance up there on the scissor lift after the game.
That scissor lift happens to be the A game 57-28 underscore 36. At sign, asterisk sign, number sign, otherwise known as the pound sign, 56. That's my favorite model.
Incredible.
Yeah. I use that to do decorations, not for Halloween because I've got my Halloween decorations up already, but for Christmas, we'll get Santa up on by the chimney for Christmas. I'll use that scissor lift from Sunbelt. Minute 32, still plenty of time.
All kinds
for
of time.
the Skyridge offense to work down the field. If it was Lehi, these quick scoring plays, they'd be enough time for them to score 3 touchdowns.
Utah State University kickoff, the state's #1 student experience on campus. And into the end zone. Coming up on our Sugar House Furniture halftime report, get a news update from our Main Street studios. You'll also meet our American First Credit Union Scholar Athlete. Alema will have stats highlights. And the Frank Dolce Show. You know who it's starring? Your boy DJ. The DJ
my
in-house.
man, DJ Honeycomb.
DJ Honeycomb, he's right in front of us.
My guy.
Spinning the way. There he is.
Give me a shot of DJ Honeycomb. Working the 1s and 2s.
We're right on top of him here. That's us. There's Tyson. There's Miley, and the pass downfield is caught by Adam Warren.
Trying to get back to the line of scrimmage as quickly as they can. The clock continues to run after the completion, and they move the chains. Here goes the clock.
I just got a delivery from DJ. Holy smokes. Oh, you're the man.
Is he delivering food up there?
Yeah, you might be able to get a shot of this from the Mac Shack. But
come on, Honeycomb. Don't forget about your boy down in the Mac Shack.
Oh, they're coming.
Oh, there you go.
Second down 10. Motion man Oswald, Sweetwine looking downfield. That's caught. Boy, there's been a lot of open receivers downfield, really, for both teams in this game as Adam Warren hauls that one in.
Well, Frank talks about this a lot. Sometimes you got a limited amount of time. You might go into a prevent, just try to put an umbrella over the top and make sure nobody gets beyond you, but there's a lot of stuff underneath.
21 yards on that pickup. Here we go again. Another completion downfield. Hunter Sheffield's got it, and they are moving in a hurry.
Justin Ham, the head coach and offensive coordinator, calling a nice series of plays here going towards the end of the second quarter and halftime.
Yep.
Good look at our crowd here at Skyridge High School. Don't forget about FanX coming up in September 25th through the 27th.
Are you going to Lima?
Yeah, you get the
Salt Palace Convention Center.
You're going to see some of Alema's fan favorites like Bleach, One Piece, Academia. Who's that?
Yeah. I'm going to tell you,
I don't know who that is.
For you to say.
One of the promos we did was talking about the voices from different games, and one of the games was Date
Anyone.
Date Anyone or Date Everyone. And so I went home and I asked my 12 and 13-year-old, I said, do you guys know this game, Date everyone? They're like, no, Dad, sorry, we don't know about it.
I don't have anyone involved in that. I have no idea.
Sweet Wine looking, and Sweet Wine's going to be run out of bounds on first down to pick up maybe a couple. It only takes a few seconds off the clock.
Breaking news: my tacos have been delivered.
There you go. You can thank DJ Honeycomb for that.
My man.
I sure hope they have enough tacos.
Well, Dilemma's got tacos. We may have lost him.
They brought me an otai too. Where's the camera here? Otai.
Yeah, what
this
is that?
A very sweet drink.
Sweet Wine. Speaking of sweet, high pass is caught and reaching into the end zone goes Hunter Sheffield.
What a drive.
Perfectly executed right down the field, and Sweet Wine has found his groove. Enough protection, maybe a little late pressure, but able to put that right where it needed to be for Hunter Sheffield to go up and get it and fall into the end zone.
Sheffield over 100 yards receiving now in this game.
Well, they started out in a 14-0 hole and have dug their way out. With 36 seconds left in the first half, they lead it by 4.
Man, what a game. Everything you would expect out of rivalry. Both teams coming in 4-1. Skyridge, their only loss was out of state. Last week they were at Cherry Creek. That's the #1 team in Colorado.
Yep.
They got handled pretty good. 51-28, but they look pretty good tonight. Next week, Skyridge is at Corner Canyon, and we have that game for you next Friday on KJazz.
Yeah, so talking to Coach Lehman before tonight's game, he said, we got you guys for the next few weeks. I said, we just became the Skyridge Network.
Well, it's more the Region 3 network.
True.
It's kind of a gauntlet of the schedule.
Yeah, I mean, just every game.
I mean, like to Cherry Creek tonight, Corner Canyon. I mean,
yeah, how about that?
That's a tough lineup right there.
Well, Frank harped on Sweet Wine. He's gone 17 of 21 for 251 yards and 2 touchdowns. I would say he's settled in pretty good. Good return all the way up to the 35-yard. There's still a little bit of time here.
Yeah.
The way these two offenses are moving up and down the field.
You get a ball to Glasgow.
Anything can happen.
Yeah, Skyridge might end up with 25 seconds left in the ball back. You never know.
We laugh, but that could happen.
Well, if I'm Patrick Gleaves, Skyridge defensive coordinator, I'm telling my guys, watch out for number 6 and also keep one eye on 24. And here we go. Hollingshead. Oh, he's just going to run for this one, and he's going to have a first down out of bounds at the 35, clock down to 24.
Nicely done that time by Hollingshead.
And Skyridge, Alema just lining up deep, trying to keep everything in front of them in this situation.
Which, by the way, is what Lehi was doing against the Skyridge offense, and they picked it apart underneath. We'll see if Hollingshead can do the same here.
Eka in motion. Hollingshead in trouble. He needs to just get rid of it, and he does. University of Utah, get an education as inspiring as the mountains around us. University of Utah, boy, they have a big game Saturday. It's called Big Noon, but it's at 10 a.m.
That's Big Noon
Eastern time.
Yeah, I get that. Thank you.
I'm not sure
against
if you understand
Texas
how
Tech.
The time zones work, Dave. Maybe at halftime we can do a little.
Wow.
Maybe,
hey Dave,
maybe
ask
consult your sources.
It's a good thing Tony's not here. He loves that Eastern time stuff. Second down. Oh, they're going to run it. Well, that's interesting. I guess the Pioneers are content just to get to halftime. They're going to let the clock run out.
Yes,
So
sir.
I'm guessing Frank's going to have a visit with Andy Hatfield coming up.
I sure am.
He's going to walk right past you. But what a terrific game. Skyridge hanging around, but did not take the lead until that touchdown late in the half. But it is a good one. Everything you would expect out of this kind of a rivalry. And especially on homecoming night. These two teams are about 3 miles apart. These kids are neighbors. They know each other. Hey. But right now it's the home team celebrating homecoming with a modest lead, 28-24 at the half. And boy, there is a homecoming show. Look at this coming onto the field right now, this production.
Wow.
Pan over there to that. Oh my goodness. Settle in for this. Man, you pay good money for this on Broadway.
All part of the Frank Dolce show. Who would have thought?
Well, let's go down to Frank right now. He's with Lehi coach Andy Hatfield.
All right, Coach, appreciate it. Appreciate you coming over here. Boy, what a game. What a first half. I mean, this is what a rivalry game is all about.
Yeah, it's exciting, I guess, for everybody watching. That's not so fun over there on the side of the field. You know that is exactly right. Rivalry game, anything can happen. Big plays, both sides of the ball. We just got to protect the ball a lot better than we did.
As you look over that first half of play, what are things you think you could do a little better in the second half? What are things that you liked about the first half?
Well, we need to get our defense to get a 3 and out, get some stops. They're on the field a long time. Our offense has scored on big plays. I want to see a sustained drive and let our defense get some rest. And then I think our offensive line is firing off. We got to keep going to the run game and feed Devon.
All right, Coach. Best of luck in the second half. Appreciate it.
There you go. We've come to the half. Sugar House Furniture halftime show is coming your way next. Here on America First Credit Union's Thursday Night Lights.
This is the Sugar House Furniture halftime report.
Welcome back. Halftime here at Skyridge. Lehi and Skyridge going at it. What a great first half of play. I'm here with Dave Nellis, Director of PR at America First Credit Union. This is the America First Credit Union halftime report, and this is the America First Credit Union Scholar Athlete. Boy, we have another terrific one here tonight. Youngest of 6 kids, and we are very familiar with this name in the state of Utah with football and basketball and baseball and everything else they do. This, of course, is Murph Madsen, Lehi High School. Football and basketball. You see him here in his uniform. He's playing hard here tonight. We're going to let him get in here at halftime and go visit with his team. But he's a great student. He's a great athlete. He's great in the community. He loves to hang out with his nephews and nieces. He can't decide what he's going to do after high school, if it's going to be football or basketball, maybe baseball. Maybe we can get some breaking news here tonight. He carries about a 3.7 GPA, and I'm telling you what, this is a guy that you want your kids to be like Murph Madsen. Let me ask you this first question. Youngest of 6 kids, who's the best athlete in the family?
Me, 100%. Yeah, I've got to say me.
Yeah, well, you came behind a long line of great athletes. I would say it's you as well. Okay, do we have any breaking news tonight? Is it football? Is it baseball? Do you love one more than the other?
I like football more, but I don't really know what I'm going to do yet, so we'll see.
All right, and after high school, what are you planning on doing? Going to college? Traveling the world? Going and hang out with all your siblings? What's the plan?
Probably going to go to college, play sports. Yeah.
All right. Well, follow in your family's footsteps. What a great family it is, and congratulations. Well deserved tonight. Dave, another great representative of the community. I love that aspect. He's a guy that just loves people, and he loves welcoming people and making everybody feel comfortable. What a great representative for this community.
Yeah, Murphy is just a true example of why we do this program. He has such a big heart. He's kind of like Ferdinand the Bull, where he's tough, but he's so kind and so humble in his approach. And Murph has a lot of great siblings. he doesn't live in their shadow. He blazes his own trail, and he makes his own mark on life. And so, Murph, we just want to tell you congratulations. We're super excited to honor you as our Thursday Night Lights Scholar Athlete of the Week. So way to go, buddy.
Yes, absolutely. Well deserved. Well, that's Murph. We're going to let him running back into the locker room at halftime here. That's Dave Nellis. This is America First halftime. And what a great halftime it is here at Skyridge. Lehi Skyridge in a battle. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Welcome back to Skyridge High School. The homecoming festivities continue, and Skyridge up 28-24. Let's take a look at our first half highlights that are brought to you by America First Credit Union, where members come first. And the home team was in a 14-0 hole to start off. Lehi getting on the board first. Eka with a TD run. He gets in 7-0. Lehi on top. And how about big old Briggs Love? He had an interception that set up a touchdown for him as he carries into the end zone. A little keeper here by Sweetwine. No, he tosses it to Moyai for the touchdown. Legend Glasker with a huge play. This one 80-plus yards for the touchdown. And they're on the board once again. Glasker with some big plays in the first half here for Lehi. And an interception turned into a pick six. Briggs Parker takes that one to the house. And then right before the half, Sweetwine will connect with Hunter. And he's in for the score. And at the half, Hunter Sheffield with the touchdown there. 28-24, a 4-point lead for the home team, who started out down 14-0. As halftime continues here at Skyridge High School, we'll take a break. We'll come back. Third quarter action is on the way. Thursday Night Lights brought to you by America First Credit Union. Stick around.
Oh, hi. We're back. 28-24. Skyridge leading Lehi. And it's time for University of Utah's high school game day.
Welcome to Skyridge. It's game day.
Skyridge versus Lehi tonight at home. We hope all of our community shows up.
Homecoming football game today, Powder Puff Championship tomorrow, and the big dance on Saturday. Hope to see you guys all there.
Painting our spirit squares is a tradition that we do every year at Skyridge.
And we want to thank our Unified Sports for helping us get it ready for the big game.
We are Unified Sports.
I have a lot of favorite sports, but my favorite to play is soccer.
My favorite sport is probably volleyball.
Yay!
I loved the chance. We had a great homecoming assembly this morning.
And it made us super pumped for the game tonight. Let's go Falcons!
Even the best fall down, but only the greatest get right back up.
Dancing with the Falcons is our school event where we invite all of our clubs to come dance with our ballroom team. Come see it in December.
Not only are we dancers, but we love to use our talents to serve in our community. Retirement centers, special needs groups, and festival retreats are some of our favorite places to perform.
We're gearing up for competition season, where we're going to nationals, and hopefully we'll claim that title again.
In Skyridge Ballroom, we believe in community. A bunch of schools from all around the state come and perform at Evening of Ballroom.
How about that? Hey, RCW would like to recognize a stand-up member of the Skyridge community, and here to receive the Extra Mile Award is Mayor Mark Johnson. For over 20 years, Mayor Johnson has played a vital role in guiding Lehi through a period of remarkable growth and opportunity. And to be your best, it starts with getting a good night's rest. R.C. Willie is giving Mark this Bed Gear Storm Performance pillow so he can sleep great, wake up energized. Thank you, Mayor Mark Johnson, for going the extra mile. R.C. Willie, your home, your way. And what a homecoming show they had at halftime.
Right? What a production. Fantastic. And, you know, I got a chance last year to come and speak at Skyridge High School a number of times, share the A-Game philosophy, and A-Game Institute came down here, my brother, myself, and our crew, and got a chance to speak with their leadership groups, all of their competitive dance team, athletics, their student body president, and student body officers. It was awesome. And I love the, the spirit here at Skyridge.
Oh, yeah, phenomenal.
My mom lives not far from here, so I had a nephew that actually played football here at Skyridge. I got a little bit of a tie to the school, but all of the people here who did such a great job of just making sure that this is a place where people want to come and, you know, you have a great high school experience. We always enjoyed coming here and speaking to the groups here at Skyridge High School. And as you mentioned, an extended halftime here because of the homecoming festivities, even some fireworks here at halftime.
Well, they do it upright, and their production was phenomenal. Yeah, this has been a lot of fun so far. Got another number for you guys. You're going to love this one. So, Keneal Sweetwine, well, he's really got things going tonight. He has 20 completions to 7 different receivers, and each of those 7 different receivers have at least 2 receptions.
Wow.
So he's spreading it around, but still taking care of everyone at the same time.
Well, the thing about Sweetwine that is impressive about that first half of play was not only did he throw 2 interceptions, he threw interceptions back to back. So he throws an interception, he comes back out next series, first play of the next series, throws another interception. And sometimes that can really, you know, shake up a quarterback and you know, mess with their confidence. But Sweetwine did a great job kind of refocusing, kind of hitting that reset button and saying, okay, I'm going to put that behind me. If you're, you know, a good quarterback, you got to have a short memory. You come back out and you get back to work, and he did exactly that.
Wow. Yeah, you know what Ted Lasso says.
Oh, no, what?
Yeah, be a goldfish.
Short memory.
Short memory. That's exactly right. Brush it off. That's exactly what he did. And that, I mean, if you're a college scout and you see that occur, I mean, you don't like the interceptions, but you certainly like the way that he responded.
For sure.
Well, let's get things going in the second half. Our Utah State University kickoff. Brought to you by Utah State, the state's #1 student experience on campus. And it sails into the end zone for Victor's Tires touchback.
Yeah. Speaking of Utah State, if you didn't know, we'll be up there
Yes,
Saturday
we will.
evening. What a great football facility.
Are we doing Maddox on the way?
I sure hope so.
Let's take our players to watch for the Lehi offense. They take the field, what they did in the first half.
Well, there's Eka's numbers, 5 yards per carry, maybe 6 yards if you average that. Legend Glasgow, big reception, big one, 75-yard touchdown, and Hollingshead.
Well, that's a rough start to the second half for Lehi.
Whoa. I mean, talk about timing your blitz perfectly. Rex Caswell, number 22, in the backfield. Immediately.
Yeah, he saw the guard who was trying to get I don't know if he's getting to a kick-out block, but he looked up and all of a sudden his quarterback was on the ground.
Well, that was quick. Take a look at our defensive players to watch for the Skyridge defense.
That's going to be a penalty.
Yeah.
Give us a chance to talk about Moyai with 2 tackles, also had a touchdown reception. Griffin Coons with 4 tackles from that linebacker spot, and Suka Finau, the other linebacker, a couple of tackles and a pass breakup.
So 2nd and 20. And Hollingshead gets that pass outside, and a couple tackles broken, but not much for Cam Wren, and a 3rd and long coming up. Not the way they wanted to start things off.
Well, Wren made the most out of nothing on that play. Should have been tackled for maybe no gain. Picks up a couple.
And, you know, Frank, I think Skyridge scoring, you know, at the end of the first half gave them the momentum going into halftime.
Yeah. I think you're exactly right.
Hollingshead looking downfield. And that's almost intercepted by Briggs Parker again. He's had his hands on a lot of footballs.
He's had 2 drops that could have been interception and a pick 6.
Yeah, yes.
So a punting situation. And gives me a chance to mention, remember we were at Bountiful last week. We had my grandson holding.
Yes.
This is another one of my grandsons.
Well, he's in the family business.
He's the videographer.
Yeah.
He handles the game video. He didn't even know he's on camera right now. He's just kicking back. That's Beckham. Oh, adjust that camera. Get that punt. There you go. Yeah, they're all over the place. And run out of bounds at the 47-yard line. Oh, dear. Is this going to be no flag?
No, I think it almost.
Just incidental?
I don't even think it was incidental. I think we got a flop on the sideline.
Oh, okay.
I'm trying to find the banana peel he slipped on there.
Did you
What
see
happened?
that? He stood up over the tackle, and then I think he got a little bump in his leg, and he's like, well, let's take a chance. And he just
he did.
But no flag. Okay, now in soccer, that would have been.
Yeah, you need the magic spray, a stretcher.
You bring out the magic spray, and 37 seconds later, he's back to full strength.
Yeah.
That's how it goes in soccer.
39-yard kick, 7-yard return, and Briggs Parker. 3 pass breakups and an interception for number 1. And his team has the lead.
Murphy Matson, Lehigh High School, safety. My brother handed the ball off to Ashton Genty. I love you, Mom.
Yeah, he did. He did hand the ball off to Ashton Genty because he's the quarterback at Boise State. And Murph Matson, our American First Credit Union Scholar Athlete tonight. Dave Nellis was down there awarding that, and he's up here right now awarding us Pez. We're winners every week when Dave pops in. All right, first down for Keneal Sweetwine and Skyridge, and Tahi gets a couple.
We'll see if Skyridge can keep that offensive momentum as they go to a hurry-up offense.
Second down, and Tahi finds a big hole. Let's take a look at the players to watch for this Skyridge offense.
Well, Sweetwine's numbers, the only mark really there is the 2 interceptions, but he does have a couple of TDs. Lincoln Tahi, good on the ground. And Talmadge Oswald, the wide receiver, 4 targets, 2 receptions.
3rd and short. Showing some pressure, and they jumped.
Yep. And they have gotten.
Well, that'll give us a chance.
Dead ball.
Hang on.
Encroachment. Defense, number 13. That 5-yard penalty results in a first down.
Take a look at the players to watch for the Lehigh defense. Brought to you by Robert J. DeBry.
Taking a look at some of the numbers for the defensive side. Evans, the linebacker, 5 tackles, 1 sack. Fabrizio looking good with that 1 interception. And Taki with a tackle.
Sweetwine dances out of trouble and firing downfield, incomplete. Bodies, if they want a flag, but they were down before that ball even got there.
There is a flag in the backfield.
Yep, all the way back here, and it's going to back up Skyridge. Looks like we might have a hold.
Holding on the offense, number 52. 5-yard penalty, 10-yard penalty from the previous spot. Replay first down.
Falava with the hold there, the sophomore. But what a turnabout this game. If you joined us early on in that first quarter, it was just all Lehigh. Up 14-0, up 21-7.
Big plays, quick hitters.
All right, Sweetwine, little screen set up. And not much there, maybe 3 yards. Be about 2nd and 17 coming up.
We see that play, Alem, every week. And
we see it multiple times.
Yeah, it's a broken record for us.
And I have not, since the days of Puka Nakua, see that go for a big gain or a touchdown.
Second down, 16. Sweetwine in trouble. Oh, Taki's trying to run him down, and he finally unloads, and it's picked off. And a huge interception.
Number 7, again, Fabrizio with the interception.
Give credit to Taki because he's the one giving pressure. Number 11 here. Sweetwine running for his life. And he's done a nice job since the first 2 interceptions to not make a mistake and throw into a bad spot. But I think the Taki pressure put him in a bad situation, and Sweetwine intercepted for the 3rd time tonight.
Fabrizio loving that. You saw the celebration after. Tonight's game brought to you by America First, Utah's #1 credit union. If you're ready to get your money working, become a member today at americafirst.com. Or do like we do and grab the app. Fabrizio, 7 tackles, a pass breakup, and 2 interceptions. And Devon Eka hit hard, no gain.
And we talked about how explosive this offense was, speaking of the Pioneers in the first half, early on in this game, and they've kind of settled in or kind of cooled off a little bit here in the late second quarter into the third quarter. They've got to get something going.
Cash Hollingshead just 4 of 14, but 115 yards and a touchdown. Looks right, looks left, looks back right. Now he's going to throw downfield, and Glasgow wasn't even looking, but it looked like that was out of bounds anyway.
They have to have a lineman downfield.
Yeah, they have to, because they're setting up a screen. That's a double screen, right? So you got one side with a screen action, then you're coming back to the other side. There's no doubt you got linemen downfield.
I was watching the lineman downfield. The ball falls incomplete. So,
well, fortunately, Frank doesn't have flag.
I might start bringing one. I see so many things. During a game, I could flag. The one I want to flag is I want to flag all of the people on the sideline who are intruding in my path.
In your space. Boy.
Yeah.
Frank's got a little bone to pick tonight.
Big 3rd down.
3rd down. Cash Hollingshead looking and being chased. And he finally just has to cut his losses and get rid of this. Going to call him for a
This is going to be an automatic 1st down, too. Roughing the passer.
And a shame because Moiai, along with Finau,
that was going nowhere.
They were in a hurry. Finau initially giving chase, then Moiai will come in here at the end, and you'll see that
late passer, defense, 15-yard penalty, automatic, 1st down.
You know, when I first saw that flag, I was looking downfield, and I thought, wow, they're going to catch it for intentional grounding.
Yeah.
And then looked back and saw him on the ground. I was like, nope.
Yeah, that's a big mistake. That's a momentum turning mistake, because now 1st down, new life for Lehi.
McGee's Awards and Engravings. It's time to be recognized. And Devon Eka. Look at him just squirt through there. Forward progress is going to have him about half a yard away from the 1st down.
How in the world did he get through there?
Know. That is just remarkable running there by the senior running back.
Eka he's built so well for a running back. He's got strong legs. Just powerful.
So 2nd and short. And screen outside Cam Wren, and Wren's not going to get it. Wow.
Yep.
Well, the good thing is for Lehi, they don't lose yardage, so they're still looking at a 3rd and 1.
They're still 3rd and Eka.
Yeah, exactly. Maybe that's their thought is, let's try this, and then when that doesn't work, we'll give the ball
3rd and Eka.
That's a play you want to run to Glasgow. If you're going to run it. Alema loves those plays.
Love that play.
Loves it. Keep it coming. All right, 3rd and 1. Eka in the backfield. And he's got it, and ahead of steam. He's got the first down and more. Eka to the second level. Can he put some moves on? He does. And Eka reaches for the end zone. What a run. 45 yards.
Flag down on the play on the near sideline. Now, I'm wondering if that's going to be a
sideline warning.
Sideline warning, yeah, because everybody's all in the white space on the sideline where you're not supposed to be, but so the flag is out.
Sounds good. Sideline warning. Skyridge.
And how costly was the roughing the passer?
Yeah, no doubt.
I'll tell you what, there's a lot of scouts here. We talked about Eka, who, initially everybody assumed he's going to BYU. So the offers haven't been, I don't think, as plentiful as I would think that he should be receiving. But there's a lot of scouts here that might be getting a first look at Eka, and they're like, this kid's not committed yet?
Yeah, he's putting on a show. Wow. So the lead swings back to the Pioneers. We got a good one on American First Credit Union's Thursday Night Lights.
My name is Devon Eka, running back, Lehi High School. Shout out my little brother Eric. You next up.
Oh, he's got a little brother coming in.
Wait a minute.
Hold on.
There's more?
There's more coming.
They got some waiting in the wings. I like that.
There's Devon. Player cards brought to you by Weber State University. Build the future you want to see. I can't wait to see the next iteration of the Ekas.
Yeah, I can't wait to see what Eka can do at the next level.
I agree.
Where he will end up. And again, I mentioned this, not just his ability to run, and he's got great moves, but he's a power runner too, and he can catch out of the backfield.
Well, tonight, 14 carries, 99 yards, and 2 touchdowns. 1 reception, 32 yards. So he's getting it done.
We're talking about all the scouts that were here, and as we were kind of chopping it up with the coaches before the game, we're talking about, do the kids get distracted? They see all the scouts here, and they say, well, they're kind of accustomed to it at this point, especially the game like this. But I think a lot of the scouts here, sometimes they are here to make sure that the guys that they have gotten commitments from see them and don't think that they committed and now they're forgotten.
Well, they need to get back to remembering him.
Yeah. You take a good look at Eka. Somebody's going to get a prize.
Oh, yeah. He's a gamer. We watched him as a true freshman.
Right.
He was spectacular then.
Sweet wine. Well defended.
I'm not sure, Frank, that looked like it was an option that could have turned into a Utah pass or a shovel pass.
I think it was an option.
But there was nobody on the
there was nobody
outside.
to option.
Yeah, it was looking
it was
like
just sweet
maybe he had an option to pitch it to Tahi.
Yeah.
Third and short. Tahi trying to cut back and up, and he's not even. I don't think he's going to gain anything.
That
it's going to be 4th and 3.
Literally nowhere to go. Great job once again by the middle linebacker Vince Evans, who has been extremely active.
Yeah, and you got to punt it here. You didn't even give yourself a chance on 4th down. You have to punt it away, deep in your own territory.
Nice job by Sterling Fillmore giving chase and then stepping up Vince Evans with the tackle.
I keep going back to Alema when you and I were talking about Justin Hammond. The first thing you asked him about the importance of this game, and the first thing he said was turnovers. We can't turn the ball over. Pioneers have 21 points off turnovers. Oh. There was no fair catch call there, so that's a legal hit.
I'll tell you, Legend Glasgow is built for punt returning at the next level because these guys, they just have no fear whatsoever. That's one of the hardest things to do is to catch a punt when you can see in your peripheral as you're watching the ball coming down. You can see in your peripheral that guys are right on top of you, and you don't fair catch.
Well, it's a game. It's a game of momentum, Alema, and we thought Skyridge might have it coming out at half, but an interception and a personal foul later, and it's all on the side of Lehi right now.
First down, Cash Hollingshead. And the quarterback looking, and everyone's covered downfield, and he throws that one away. And I go back a couple plays further. Remember that drive where they had the hold? They had something going. They were all the way down in the red zone.
Yep.
And suddenly it backed them up, and they never recovered from that. There's a lemma hanging out in the Mac Shack.
Right. Come and see me in the Mac Shack. People always ask me, it's like, how come you're still in the Mac Shack? And that was a COVID thing. Why aren't you up in the booth? Number one, Fox does not like anybody with him in the booth unless they are the sources.
Yeah, they're okay.
Fox controls his fiefdom, yes.
The Mac Shack has turned into this thing. It's got a life of its own.
It does.
And I just sit here and I suit people up. I let them know any of our 9 locations at Mr. Mac, come on down. It's homecoming. I guarantee you there are a bunch of Mr. Mac suits on display either tonight or for sure at the dance coming up on Saturday night. And if you haven't gotten your suit yet, it's not too late. Go to one of the 9 locations. There's one just down the street from here. Go to Mr. Mac, get your suit, get ready, and look good at homecoming.
Okay, no offense, but if you don't have your suit yet and the dance is in 2 nights,
Mr.
you
Mac,
need to get busy.
Mac can get it done.
Look at that suit right
there. You're going to
there.
have to go tomorrow.
Yeah.
Hey, you know what? I had an idea, like a kind of an add-on for the Mac Shack.
Yes.
And I'm calling it Mac Shack and mocktails with a lemon. Like I think
can do that.
We get you a blender.
I got some Otai right here, which is a Polynesian mixture. It's a lot of mango.
It's
and
delicious.
Then
so Alema's mixing
milk
drinks
and
in the
pineapple
Mac Shack?
juice.
Yeah.
And it's delicious. I mean, it might be like instant diabetes, but it's good.
Oh, it's delicious.
Yeah.
Well, we love Mr. Mac and what they've done as one of our many sponsors.
Principal Walwork, as I came in, he's like, I'm going to take care of you and get you an Otai down here. So thank you for that.
I think that came from DJ Honeycomb, didn't it?
Yeah, Honeycomb was taking orders from the principal of Skyridge.
I got you.
Principal Walwork. And but DJ Honeycomb, his main job is to make sure he's working the music and the 1s and 2s.
Oh, yeah. All right, here we go. 2nd and 10. We had an injury there that has since been taken care of.
That was Carter Seu, who got helped off the field to the Skyridge, sideline.
Eka gets to the outside, puts on some more moves, and a rare pickup of only 5.
He's done a nice job of just keeping people off of his legs. That time, a couple of stiff arms. Otherwise, he would have been brought down in the backfield. Then watch the run here. He's got a little stiff arm there, and then a little juke move and a stiff arm there. Get a guy off his legs.
Third and 4. Hollinghead's looking at Glasgow the whole way, and he's got it. That's a Master Auto Tech first down.
Very simple pitch and catch. Glasgow, not just an explosive receiver, but a good possession receiver, too. Looking for the first down. Find number 6. There's a good look at the S here at the Skyridge Stadium. The kids having a great time. Great atmosphere. What an environment for high school football. Communication, both the front 7 and the front 5.
Hollingshead, look out. And down he goes. He was caught initially, and then the posse arrived and finished it off.
Yeah, Haraki, the first one in, 6'2", 195-pound junior. Comes in with 1 sack on the season. He's adding to his stats.
That could be another stop of the game, perhaps. We'll see. We had a pretty big one in the first half, but stay tuned for the school bus stop of the game. That's coming up. Take a look.
Yeah, you saw Havea trying to keep Haraki out and just could not sustain that block.
First sack of the game. Going deep. Caught. Cameron. 55 yards.
They've had a 75-yard touchdown reception, now a 55-yarder.
Well, the interesting thing on that, Alema and Dave, is how did Wren split the safeties? And if you watch the replay, there are two deep safeties, and Wren is running right in between those two. And that is a pass right on the money. Great protection up front. And Hollingshead delivered.
Point after is good. And Frank, you've been in that spot. When you drop back and you see a guy that wide open.
Yeah, you get a little nervous. Like you get, oh no, am I going to miss him? Like he's so wide open. You got to get him the ball. Made it right in there, and I'm still really interested. Like what was happening in the safeties on that situation? Somebody has to take a commit because Wren ran right in between the two defensive players.
Well, it was a good shot captured from our eye in the sky, and Boyd, who is obviously has no fear of heights. We had a discussion about that a couple of weeks ago, and he says, "No, I'm fine unless it's windy." I'm like, "Yeah, that's a good reason to not be fine."
I'm looking at the super extended model, and I'm not kidding. It looks like Boyd, wave if you're okay because. Form's tilted a little bit.
Uh-oh.
It looks tilted.
Frank was over there shaking it earlier.
And
but
Boyd's on the high side, and now he's bouncing around like he's just messing with us.
He's fearless.
Yeah.
He's so high he could see St. George from up there. Another Victor's Tires touchback.
Well, this game, 3 minutes, 18 seconds left.
It's been a little seesaw battle back and forth.
Third quarter, and the momentum shifted. And Dave, you mentioned it, a holding penalty, and then an interception, and then you have the roughing the passer. Lehi has wrestled momentum away, and Skyridge is fighting.
I had a high school coach he used to call momentum the Mighty Mo. And you got to have the Mighty Mo on your side, man.
Mm-hmm.
Well, now it's Sweetwine trying to get something going. Sheffield on that first reception. I got some more numbers for you. Tyson and Miley worked so hard.
You have some numbers for
When
us?
you say you have numbers.
Yeah, I've been keeping track of all this. And you'll believe that when you hear it. So 351 yards for Lehi total, right? 237 of that came on 4 plays.
Wow.
62 yards, 75 yards, 45 yards, 55 yards. Those 4 plays as we see as Skyridge first down. A run, a pass, a run, a pass. Just phenomenal. You talk about redefining chunk plays.
Yeah.
It's just unbelievable what they've done with those big plays.
You heard Coach talk about it at halftime. I mean, he wanted a sustained drive, but they keep getting those explosive plays. I'll tell you, wreaks havoc on your time of possession, those chunk plays.
Yeah, that critical statistical category.
Well, I hate to burst your bubble, but it's almost dead even. It's 17 for Skyridge, 15 for Lehi. And it's a 2nd down and 9. Screen outside. Trying to get a little room for Adam Warren. And a big tackle. All depends on where the spot is, and they're going to give him. He's still walking. He got 3 yards. So a 3rd and 6.
All right, now this could be 4-down territory. If you're if you're Lehi, you have to make a stop. No yardage gained here. If you're Skyridge, you just have to put yourself in a manageable 4th down.
Sweetwine. Whoa, talk about threading the needle in the middle of that zone.
I don't know how there's 4 white jerseys. I don't know how he threaded that ball in there. That was in what we call an ill-advised pass.
So the coach was saying, no, yes.
No, great pass.
Yep.
That's exactly how it goes.
Wow. Yeah, from that angle, you see all of those defenders around. Now flag before this play can get underway. False start will go against Skyridge.
Dead ball. False start. Offense. Number 2. 5-yard penalty. Replay first down.
There's a good look at Coach Hem, who's the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Came over initially as the OC as he left Brighton to come take an assistant position here, knowing that he would be the coach in waiting as John Lehman finished up his career with a state championship.
Pass downfield, caught by Tahi out of the backfield, and now Skyridge has got something going.
Lemma, you talked about it. You've talked about it all night, but both of these backs here, so good out of the backfield, managing the passing game.
You know, I mentioned that I ran into, I didn't run into him. That would have been dangerous.
Yeah,
but Fahu Tahi, his dad,
especially for you,
he's pretty took. Batted down.
Batted down.
Taki. Love the build of Taki at 6'4", 235. He's next level ready.
It'll be interesting to see what he decides to do with regards to his college choices. Originally committed to BYU, decommitted, and now has that open. And trying to get some room on that right side, and this time Tahi is met and will get nothing as he runs right into Taki. Taki on Taki battle.
Yeah, that time great leverage by Taki. Gets a little help from Vince Evans at the end of that play.
Third and 11. Sweet Wine. Some good blocking there. And nice little touch pass. And does Tahi have enough? He's just short.
He's just short, but he's about, I would say, 1.5 yards short, and maybe 1 yard. Yeah, about 1 yard short. And they're going to keep it going.
Yeah, great little touch pass by Sweet Wine, similar to the touchdown toss he had to Moyai earlier in this game.
4th and a foot. They've drawn him off several times tonight. See if they try to do that again. They're going to run the play, and first down and all the way down to the goal line.
Yeah.
So it's going to be a 1st and goal.
Ball was on the ground, but they're going to say his knee was down. Nice hard run that time by Lincoln Tahi. Got some good blocking up front. Got him probably to the first down marker. Then he got extra yards just on his own grit there at the end.
Ooh, and that will take us to the end of the 3rd quarter. What a game.
Well, it's certainly been an entertaining one. And right now, the visitors from across I-15 leading the home team on their homecoming night by 10 on America First Credit Union's Thursday Night Lights.
All right. Maybe just gain some weight.
Okay, I'll do it that way. Here we go on the goal line. First down, Sweet Wine to keep, and Sweet Wine into the end zone. As Skyridge cuts into this deficit. Celebration going on here.
Pretty hard to stop. 6'4", 205.
Yeah, he could fall forward.
Yeah, he just kind of leans over. Lean over the pile across the lane.
So in this game, Sweet Wine now 332 yards passing. Hollingshead has 177 yards passing. They both have 2 TDs. But Hollingshead is averaging 25.3 yards per completion. Phenomenal. 7 of 19 for the 177. 4 total interceptions, though. 3 for Sweet Wine, 1 for Hollingshead.
Well, I don't know that we could have scripted this game any better for fans watching at home or
entertaining.
Fans here in the stands watching this game. It was 28-24 in favor of Skyridge at halftime, and they came back from a 14-0 deficit to start the game. Lehi went on top early, then Skyridge comes back, and now Lehi back on top.
There's our scoring summary brought to you by RGS Exteriors. 11 plays, 80 yards, and the quarterback keeper. I don't know how we're going to do our America First game recap. It's going to be about 3 minutes long.
It's going to sound like this. And then Skyridge scored, and then Lehi scored, and then Skyridge scores again. And,
oh man!
And maybe you should do it in the old-timey voice.
And then he scored again, and I'm glad I tell you. Oh, just so much fun watching. I mean, this is the cream of the crop of athletes. You look at a guy like Eka. How about Glasker? Some of his huge runs tonight.
When Glasker gets the ball in open field,
look out.
You're not going to run him down.
No.
He had a punt return for a touchdown earlier this year that was spectacular in a game that was featured on ApolloStreams.com.
Oh, that's right. And you know, with all these great plays, one of my favorite plays of the night is Big Briggs Love scoring the touchdown.
Yes.
All of the fridge.
And don't forget his interception.
And yeah. Oh, that made his career. When the Big Ugly comes up with a pick.
Yeah.
And of course on
Big Ugly. Oh man.
Pauline's head gets a little more time this time. Going downfield deep and just misses Viacao. I mean, he was open. He hits that normally.
He was open. And there is some discussion on the sidelines about the coverage on that play.
Wow. Huh.
Yeah, that was, again, really good protection up front. Hollings had plenty of time to throw, and he was able to get set and launch it downfield.
Well, you can tell he put everything into that, and he got it all. Oh, reverse Glasker. Here comes Glasker. Watch out for Legend, and Legend's got the first down. Boy, when he gets rolling, he's so fast.
Yeah, everybody's just on edge when Glasker gets the ball. He's so explosive.
Yeah, my question for Glasker is, like, how much weight do you pack onto that frame at the next level? Is he going to, be a 6'2", 200 pounder?
Yeah, if he's 6'2", 200 pound and can maintain that speed.
Yeah.
Wow.
He's 175 now. So like you just get to go eat a lot, which is what Alem and I used to do when we were younger.
Some people hit the weight room. I don't know. You decide.
Well, college is a whole different thing now. I'll tell you what.
Take care of that. Yeah.
Back in the day, you'd be eating top ramen or pizza or anything you get your hands on. Now, they actually monitor the food intake for their athletes at every level.
They'll take him in and they'll give him the date. And if he follows the program on that date, he'll be 6'2", 200 pounds. Yeah.
But like Alem says, look at that.
Man.
I mean, Eka just putting on a show tonight. Eka and Glasker together. I mean, the dynamic duo. Glasker has touched the ball 4 times tonight, guys. 4 times. And he has 158 yards and a touchdown. You do the math.
That's highly productive.
And then Eka, for all of his work, 116 yards rushing and 2 touchdowns. 32 yards receiving. First down. Visit your trusted, helpful auto expert, Master Auto Tech, for all your auto repair needs. Eka. And Eka again. Oh, he's so tough to stop.
Flag down. It's going to go against Lehi, I believe, taking the helmet off of a defensive back from Skyridge.
Well, Lattimore took his block all the way to the Lehi sideline. So I'm not sure if the flag was a hit out of bounds.
Well, they're talking about it.
Or hands to the helmet.
Bart Paul is our referee.
Flag at the 30-yard line on the Lehi side of the field, and we'll get the call here.
He's checking with everyone.
Call by committee here.
After the play, dead ball, personal foul, face mask, offense, number 88. The down counts. It'll be second down.
Oh, that's expensive.
Yeah, we talk about penalties a lot, and it's not always the number of penalties as it is the penalties when they happen. What was the down and distance? What time of the game it happened? Could this end up being a costly penalty for Lehi in this drive?
So a 2nd and 17. Oh, Eka looks like he wants to throw it. and he finally just throws it away. He was definitely looking downfield.
Well, he had Neal in the vicinity there, but wisely was able to get that ball out of bounds and an incomplete pass instead of a loss of about 10.
The officials are discussing here whether or not that's a see what they come up with, but
well,
intentional grounding
we need
on the
Jeff
play.
Clough, because this it feels like he's well out of the box,
Certainly out of the tackle box,
and he's no longer the quarterback.
Did he get it past the line of scrimmage?
No, but he's still the thrower of the football.
Yeah.
And they're going to say
there it is.
intentional grounding.
Intentional grounding.
So that's back-to-back big penalties
Huge
against
penalties.
Lehi.
This is going to take him way back, almost close to the 20-yard line. Especially since this is going to be costly. Here we go.
Intentional grounding. Offense. That's a 5-yard penalty and a loss of down. It'll be third down.
And remember, that's 5 yards from the spot. So now, like I said, they're back almost to the 20.
Yeah, Coach Hadfield is trying to plead his case. And I think that they're saying that Neal was in the vicinity.
Well, we'll see. The official's going to go.
Yeah, I don't know that they're going to come in and correct this.
I think Bart might be saying, we made the call.
And when I say corrected, I'm not saying that they're wrong on this call.
Well, they are having a
but
discussion about
they
it.
are discussing it again.
Have you ever seen? I don't know that I've ever seen a call overturned.
No,
not at this point, other than through replay. But we don't have that.
And believe me, I've tried hard.
Yeah, you have.
to get a call
I am sure. I am sure.
Never been successful.
So at the end of the day, it's a 3rd and 32. And here we go. They're going to dump it short and see if Glasgow can do something with it. And Isaiah's going to get back to one of the previous line of scrimmages.
There were 17 on this drive.
But not the important one. So they'll ultimately have to put it away. Wow, talk about flipping the field.
Well, there were a lot of self-inflicted wounds on that drive by Lehi, but give credit to the Skyridge defense, because they came up with some big plays, and they'll give an opportunity to Sweetwine and company to get back on the field.
Almost blocked.
Punt is away. Fair catch. 36-yard kick. When we come back, Skyridge has the ball trailing by 3. And coming up, we've got our stop of the game. That's coming up next. Find out what it is here on American First Credit Union's Thursday Night Lights.
This is the school bus stop of the game. Always remember to stop when the school bus arm is out.
Our school bus stop of the game goes back to Hollingshead when he was brought down trying to get something going, and a big sack for Skyridge.
Well, Haraki was given chase and could not be stopped. Little can't stop, won't stop. Gets to the quarterback, brings him down, and that is our stop of the game.
Always stop for a school bus when the stop arm is out. The red lights are flashing. Not stopping or trying to beat the stop arm puts lives at risk and can result in large fines, points on your license, and even a license suspension. The school bus stop of the game. All right. Just under 10 to play. Skyridge down 3 with the football. Here we go. It's been a great game throughout, back and forth. Sweetwine dumps it off, tries to dump it off short, trying to hit Tahi, but just missed him.
I think that was designed to go to Tahi from the very beginning. I don't think that was your safety valve pass. That was intended for him.
I agree, and I think Sweetwine probably could have just kept that.
Yeah.
And run it instead of trying to get it to Tahi.
Second down. Sweetwine throws.
Oh my God!
Man, tipped by one guy, almost intercepted by another.
Well, Fabrizio in there once again.
That would have been 3 for him.
They have no luck when they throw the post pattern to the Fabrizio side.
He goes right to the sideline. The coach has an earful for him.
Wow.
2 pass breakups, 2 interceptions. What a night Fabrizio has had. And a 3rd and long. Big play for both teams here. Skyridge 3 of 7 on 3rd down conversions tonight.
Game clock at 2.
Just does get the snap. Sweetwine's pass.
Oh, yeah.
There's flags everywhere.
And you know,
I need another look at this.
Okay.
I'm not sure if the receiver didn't fall down and then Evans just kept him down.
There's 2 things going against Evans. One,
the number of flags on the field.
He ended up on top of the receiver.
Number 0.
And number 2,
15-yard penalty from the previous spot that results in a 1st down.
He lifted his arms up like, what did I do?
Which is automatic. I'm guilty.
Here's the play. Take a look carefully here. Oh, yeah, he collided with him. He stopped him in his pattern. I mean, I can see what he's trying to argue, but
overruled.
What do you think? You're going to overrule? Okay. Well, you're out of order. No, I'm going to agree with you on that one. Oh, boy. And Brody Downs comes up with a football, but the whistle had blown.
But people want and there's a flag right there. And I think that's going against Lehi. There was some chatter right in the trenches of Lemma. And I think Lehi just got called for a personal foul.
Yeah, it might have been Vince Evans again on the call there.
Taki throwing him down.
No, I think it wasn't on the play. It was.
No, I agree. I'm just saying.
Unsportsmanlike conduct, defense, number 0. That's
right.
A 15-yard penalty, results in a 1st down.
Lemma, you talked about timely penalties.
Yeah.
Remember, Skyridge was 3rd and 10. And the pass interference, and now the personal foul or unsportsmanlike.
Lehi's penalties right now, guys, 12 for 99 yards. Skyridge has half that many. So 1st down, and the Falcons are moving. And Sweetwine, plenty of time. Again, splitting that zone. And near wide open completion to Talmadge Oswald. And he's all the way down near the 20.
Well, Skyridge has been able to find ways to get the ball downfield, and that time Talmadge Oswald was wide open over there on the sideline.
Sweetwine now 350 yards passing, pumps, tucks the ball. Here he goes and firing downfield, and that's caught.
Ooh,
firing into traffic to Tahi.
Right. That's exactly what they tell the quarterback. Do not throw across your body late over the middle.
Never. It's like the Cardinals. I almost had PTSD when he threw that ball over the middle late, running the wrong way.
All that work had picked up 2 yards.
Great job
for a 2-yard gain.
2nd down. Sweetwine. And wrapped up, but not before he gets near the 5-yard line. And another reception for Adam Warren.
Well, you talked, Foxy, about him spreading the ball around.
Yeah.
How many guys have caught balls, and how many guys have caught multiple balls tonight?
That's the impressive part, that he's used so many receivers but taken care of them several times, as you said, Lemma. 1st and goal. Skyridge trying to take the lead on homecoming night. The pass outside, one move and into the end zone. And a flag late.
Flag down.
For now, it's a Talmadge Oswald touchdown, but hang on.
Did he have a blocker in front of him, Lemma?
Yes, he did.
Okay, that's what I'm curious about.
Oh, lineman downfield. Okay. Lineman in the end zone.
I don't know if you're a lineman, how you get in the end zone. There's no run option, I don't think, on this play.
Block in the back.
Oh,
yeah.
Offense, number 17.
Yeah.
10-yard penalty from the spot. Second down.
Frank, you were right. And sometimes what happens is on that particular play, Oswald, he stops short, and then the defense, one of the blockers will run into the back of one of the defenders.
All right, here we go. Sweetwine, he's going to take off. Sweetwine headed to the end zone, gets outside. Oh, he should have kept going outside, but it doesn't matter because guess what? He's on the
goal
one.
line. Yeah. Because guess what? He's
not
at the goal line.
It looked to me like he was about to go in.
But you know what, Dave? The buildup was so good.
Thank you.
I couldn't wait until the next word came out of your mouth.
Second and goal from the 1. And in they go. Touchdown for the Falcons. Give it to Lincoln Tahi. And they retake the lead.
Yeah, no mystery on the goal line what you're going to do. And that is run the ball, hand it off to number 3, Lincoln Tahi, behind that big offensive line, and he gets in for another score. And Skyridge back on top.
Wow.
As we go back and forth here.
This is a pretty important point after, too, for Crew Odom. Takes it from a field goal lead to 4 points. And that kick is perfect.
Oh, good hold there, too.
So,
and I'm sorry, Dave. I was just going to say the back and forth battle continues. What a game.
It's so entertaining. We knew when we got to Region 3 this kind of thing would happen. I don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. I do know Lone Peak has a history of playing pretty good games against Corner Canyon, but Corner Canyon is just a machine. But we'll see on our Region 3 weekend. But the opener has been a good one. We are back. Time now for our America First game recap, brought to you by America First Credit Union. 11.
How about a little love for Briggs? Love. Couple of big plays. The interception that would set up a touchdown. Guess who scored the touchdown?
Yeah.
He comes in as the fullback and scores. A nice catch over the top. Sheffield in for the touchdown. And Legend Glasgow putting on a show for Lehi as well. There's Tahi for a short touchdown run. This is going to be a pick 6 going the other way. Nice job by Briggs Parker. And how about Eka? Eka is that guy that you just cannot stop. He will not be denied the end zone. We have gone back and forth all night. What a game.
America First has everything you need to reach your financial goals. So head to AmericaFirst.com and join the home team today. On that last drive, penalties. Lehi gifted Skyridge 30 yards in penalties just on that last drive. And as a result, we're looking at our 5th lead change of this game. Kick into the end zone for the Victor's Tires touchback. Take a look at our scoring summary, brought to you by RGS Exteriors. 8 plays, 72 yards. The whole drive aided by 30 yards in penalties, and the 1-yard touchdown run by Tahi. Upcoming schedule tomorrow. We head just a few miles east of here to Lone Peak for the second night of Region 3 action, Corner Canyon. Taking on Lone Peak, and then next Thursday.
I wonder if we'll see Kurt McGee up there.
Possibly. Yeah. And then Saturday, McNeese at Utah State. The 3 of us will be in Logan for that broadcast on KMYU. Saturday at 6 o'clock. Bronco Mendenhall's team's 2-1. They've not started 3-1 since 2019. So a big night for them.
Always love going up to Logan. And the colors are changing in Sardine Canyon.
False start. Offense. Number 55. 5-yard penalty. First down.
If you're thinking about going to that game Saturday afternoon, Saturday evening in Logan, Sardine Canyon is closed down to 1 lane. So take a little extra time and get to the game on time, safe and sound.
A little traffic report from Frank Dolce.
Hey, I do it all.
He'll be in a helicopter tomorrow flying over the canyon, giving you up.
Do it, yeah. And I have a weather report for you coming up later.
for this. 13 penalties, 104 yards for Lehi. My goodness. They've gone the length of the football field on penalties. Hollingshead looking to throw the ball downfield. Glasker. And Glasker fights. Yards after catch gets him the first down.
He's such a dynamic athlete. Finds a way to get open. Nice pass by Hollingshead to get that over the extended hand of a defender on the line of scrimmage.
I may have mentioned that penalty yardage in the fourth quarter alone. 5 penalties for 55 yards for Lehi. They can put that all behind him with a drive here. We'll see how that goes. And Eka, a rare stop in the backfield. You don't see that very often, but he loses a couple.
Yeah, the only way you really stop Eka is if you can get him at the mesh point before he gets ahead of steam. Because if he gets to the line of scrimmage or through the line of scrimmage, it's almost like an automatic 5-yard gain.
Second down 11, a packed house here at Skyridge. Fans completely surrounding this stadium. Beautiful night for football. Hollingshead. And Hollingshead in trouble. Steps up. He's going to take off.
Oh, he
almost lost the ball there.
Holy cow.
He got back to the original line of scrimmage, so a 3rd and 10 coming.
Rex Caswell was through almost immediately. He beat his blocker up front, and then now Hollingshead's just running for his life. Almost lost the handle there. Did lose the handle, but got it back.
There were people all over the field. Couldn't chase him down. Hollingshead almost lost the ball.
3rd and 10. Line to gain is the 42. Keep an eye on Glasker. Bottom of your screen. You can't even see him there, but he's there. Here he goes. Hollingshead looking. He may take off again. And Hollingshead is going to roar ahead for the first down. That is a Master Auto Tech first down for Hollingshead.
That is a huge play for this Lehi offense. Hollingshead with a heads-up play. He stayed in the pocket, I think, as long as he felt like he could, and he saw some room in front of him to get the first down and went for it.
So first down, Lehi on the move. Back and forth we go in this game. 5 different lead changes. That pass came in low. And even Glasker couldn't get to that one. Hey, meet all your favorite anime voice actors at FanX this September 25th through 27th. That's coming up. Fan favorites like Bleach, One Piece, My Hero Academia, and more. It's every anime fan's dream. FanX coming up this next week. Second down. Andy Hatfield, also the offensive coordinator for Lehi, the head coach who took over for Ed Larson, who'd been here a long time.
You think Ed Larson's going to get back to coaching sometime?
Oh, I feel like it. I think he just wanted to go out and refresh. And boy, he was so much fun. I was talking to Andy about your walk-off interviews, and I said, you know what, we had a hard time keeping Ed from just cracking jokes the whole time. But
He's very entertaining.
He was so fun. But what a terrific coach he was, and just did such a great job. They won 3 titles under Ed, 2017, and then back-to-back in 21 and 22.
Eka's getting treated right now on the sideline.
Yeah, they're looking at that shoulder.
Left shoulder.
And a big 3rd down here, 3rd and 7. Hollingshead plenty of time this time, and he fires downfield, and through the hands of Carter Cutler. Oh, Frank, I think that was right in front of you, and that ball couldn't have been placed much better.
No, I mean, it was thrown behind him a little bit, so Cutler had to make an adjustment on the ball, but he was behind the defensive backfield, and I mean, it was a tough catch, but very catchable. So a tough offense on the field here with just under 4 minutes remaining.
Boy, this is a gutsy call. If you don't get this, man, you're handing Skyridge the football at midfield.
Yeah, my question is number 24 okay? Will he be able to play the rest of this game or not?
Well, he was just about to come back into the game, but now they're going to take a timeout.
Yeah, they're definitely going to do that.
Try and talk about it.
So under 4 to play, timeout taken, and a huge 4th down coming for Lehi, trailing by 4.
After his last carry, Echo had that left shoulder kind of just, his arm was hanging down. They went quickly to the sideline, and as soon as he got in the crowd, he went to one knee. And then they put him on the trainer's table and take a look at that left shoulder. So you hope that he's okay.
Skyridge is in its 9th season, and they, of course, broke off for the most part from Lehi. And it's interesting, they never have bothered to schedule each other since that. That's how intense the rivalry is. They've played 3 times, but because
let's take a look at that. You say they never bothered to schedule each other?
They never got around to it.
Yeah, that sounds to me like we're not going to schedule each other. Like we don't want to play those guys.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, I like the way you described it.
But here's the thing. They've played 3 times, but they were all, one was the state championship and 2 are as region foes, but they've never actually reached out and scheduled each other in a game.
Movement on 4th down. I think that was Lasker.
Ball. False start. Offense. Number 6. 5-yard penalty. 4th downs.
Another penalty.
And this will bring the punt team out. How about that?
6 penalties for 60 yards in this quarter alone, and instead they'll try to flip the field.
Any chance, Alema, that you fake this punt?
No.
Any chance?
No way. Unless
a little bit of a chance.
But you've got to run 25 yards.
Unless Kalani Satake is on that sideline, they are not faking this punt. Oh my goodness.
Oh, that's not going to work at all. Not even close. Not even close.
Well, apology accepted.
Wow. Oh, not a chance.
Hey, Liv, I don't see Kalani
I'm scouring the Lehi sideline right now. I think I see somebody that looks like Kalani.
Oh, boy.
Wow.
We saw a fake punt a week ago in the Bountiful game that was nearly as unproductive.
Disastrous?
Yeah, and about the same point of the field. You know, miraculously, fortunately, Bountiful ended up winning the game, but that was just bad timing and poor execution. So here we go. Great field position for Skyridge, and they have the benefit of now protecting a lead rather than having to try and march down the field and score.
Well, the bottom line, if you're Lehi, you just got to get a stop.
That's right.
You got to give your offense another chance. And even if you hold them to a field goal, that's a 7-point differential. You're still alive.
And Skyridge has to pick up a 1st down to keep this going and keep the clock moving. They're going to let it run down. Yep.
I'd go with a heavy dose of Lincoln Tahi here.
Yeah, they're running this all the way down, and then it looks like Justin Hem's going to take a timeout. Oh, man.
That was his first of the half.
I'll tell you, this game is everything that we had hoped it would be.
Yeah, it sure is.
Maybe more. Maybe even more.
Isn't hindsight a great thing? I would never fake that.
You know, yeah. An interesting thing about this game is the turnovers for Skyridge. Those were very damaging, and obviously Lehi took advantage of all of those turnovers. But on the other side of the ball, Lehi has been penalized so often tonight.
14 for 109, Frank.
Yeah.
To your point.
That's that's about double of what Skyridge is. That is also very damaging, and the penalties came at such difficult times in the game.
Yeah, Skyridge, you're right, almost had about, well, they're exactly half, 7 penalties, 55 yards. And like you said, it's all about timing. All right, 2nd down, 8. Now Tahi Vaco, then he comes back. And Sweetwine's going to take off with it. And Sweetwine upended, but picks up maybe 2. So a big 3rd down coming here.
Here's a look at Sweetwine's numbers tonight. 41 attempts, 366 yards on 28 completions, and a couple of TDs, 3 interceptions.
And he's overcome it.
And his team is leading by 4 in the final minutes.
And you saw that number there. 20 more yards, and they go over 500 yards of total offense. That's how productive. And even Lehi, they've got 418 total yards. I mean, this has just been
it's just been a shootout.
It's an awesome. If you love offense, this is your game.
A big third down call right here. There's still a lot of time left on the clock.
Oh, yeah.
And if Lehi can make a stop, somehow get the ball back.
Well, you know, even if you allow a field goal here,
yeah, that's
you're still in good shape.
Absolutely.
All right, 3rd and 7. They need to get to the 32. Sweetwine's going to throw. He may take off. And being chased, throws downfield high, and they have held its 4th and 7.
Well, Sweetwine unfortunately missed Omarion Sanders standing all by himself on the sidelines as he was rolling to his left, trying to throw the ball downfield. That will force the punt. So Lehi has done their job on the defensive side, and they're going to end up with a lot of time on the clock.
Alemma, what are the odds they fake this one?
I'm looking for
what do you got?
Let me see. Is Kalani over here? I don't see him.
Glasgow back at his 10-yard line. And a good high kick. It's going to settle in that area. They need to get away from it. And 5-yard line. So a 95-yard field for the Pioneers, who are down 4 with just under 3 to play after a 33-yard, very well-placed kick from Andrew Nielsen. He did his job.
He did, and Lehi has 1 timeout remaining and 95 yards. And by the way, Lehi has scored on several explosive plays tonight.
Yeah, they have, no doubt. A grand total, according to my sources, of 11 chunk plays tonight. That's a lot. Cash Hollingshead at quarterback. Plenty of targets to choose from. And he goes with Glasgow over the middle. And Glasgow trying to make something happen. He's going backwards. Finally runs out of bounds. He'll be a few yards shy of the first down, but the good thing there is he did stop the clock. Sugar House Furniture, Utah's solid wood furniture specialist on Highland Drive. Check out Sugar House Furniture.
And again, the defense is just going to be that umbrella over the top. There's going to be a lot of stuff underneath that will be open. And the benefit for Lehi is that you got number 6 and number 24 that are both great in space. If you can find them underneath the coverage, they could make a big play for you.
And we were a little concerned about Devon Eka, but he's back in there. And Hollingshead again looking. Glasgow, oh my, that was tipped and available.
That's Rex Caswell getting his hand up there and knocking the ball down. Stops the clock. That brings up 3rd down. I mean, we're 4 down territory throughout the rest of this football game.
Well, 3rd and 3, guys, don't you give Devon a shot? They're all back playing pass pro.
Yeah, I'm certainly, a handoff to Eka is an option here.
They're going to throw it again. Hollingshead's got Glasgow, and Glasgow needs to get forward, and he finally does. The question is, where are they going to spot this? And they are walking up enough
first
for
down.
First down. Yep.
Eka was out there blocking for his cousin, Legend Glasgow. Gave him a little extra room to get that first down.
Yeah, I've noticed, I just wanted to mention, Chain Gang report. This Chain Gang is exhausted. I'm telling you what, they're slow. They're slow to get the posts up because both of these teams have about 1,000 yards of offense between them tonight.
Yeah, we're over 900, I'll tell you that, combined.
I'm rounding up.
Uh-oh.
Just like a lemma. 3 flags on the field.
Well, it's not a delay of game. There's still 6 seconds there. Someone might have jumped.
Okay. Maybe formation.
Well, he's asking Lehi, so this is going against Skyridge.
Prior to the snap, illegal substitution, 12 men on the field, defense.
Wow.
That's a 5-yard penalty. First down. Please add 1 second to the game clock. Add 1 second to the game clock, please.
2:22.
You know, these are two teams that you'll expect those kinds of penalties to happen in a crucial part of the game, to not have your personnel.
So 1st and 5. And Eka's got it. And Devon, first down and out of bounds. And this game is brought to you by Weber State University. Build the future that you want to see.
Heads up play by Eka, gets the first down, gets out of bounds, stops the clock, and keeps the chains a-rolling.
Great crowd here. These fans on that side only had to travel 3 miles. Anytime these two team plays, it's always just packed.
Oh, it's packed. Yeah, the berms here that surround the stadium are packed. Families all here.
First down, and Hollingshead. And now he's going to take off, and he's caught. He's in bounds.
He's in bounds.
Yeah, they're going to have to hustle. No 2-minute warning in high school.
Yeah, Lehi with 1 timeout left here.
Lehi taking a lot of time here.
They are. Now up to the line of scrimmage.
2nd down. Hollingshead pass behind. Trying to hit Glasgow.
Yeah, he's looking for Glasgow on the far side of the field near the Lehi bench. Just a quick out, couldn't connect. Stops the clock.
Braylon Sidwell there on the coverage.
That brings up 3rd and long.
6 of 13 on 3rd down conversions tonight.
That's pretty darn good.
Yeah, it really is, actually. Skyridge is only 3 of 8, but they haven't had a ton of them. All right, here we go. 3rd and 9. Just a 4-man rush. Hollingshead's running out of time. He just throws this up for grabs, and it falls incomplete. 4th down coming, and they're going to obviously have to go for it here. And a big 4th down. This is the game.
It is. It is the game. I mean, a game like this should come down to something like this.
Yeah, agreed.
You know?
Absolutely.
Who's going to make a play right here?
Hollingshead just running for his life. That's such a dangerous ball to throw up with all that orange and white out there. Here we go.
Play clock is running down to 1 second. They
just took a timeout.
Yep.
Yeah, good timeout there by Andy Hatfield. First year as the Lehi coach. By the way, the RPI came out this week. Skyridge ranked number 4, the official high school RPI. Lehi ranked number 9. And tomorrow we see 1 versus 3, Corner Canyon and Lone Peak. Hey, by the way, I was talking to Bart Brockbank. 11, we might actually, as we go back to that last play, we might actually get to see Bot. I think the last 2 or 3 games we've done, Bot Mulutalo's been out.
What?
And he told me he's playing.
Where's he been?
He's been injured off and on throughout his career.
Yeah. I know that has been the trademark of his career, hasn't it? He's all the talent and just has a difficult time staying healthy.
Staying on the field,
and I know you had to deal with that a little bit. How frustrating is that for a great athlete?
Yeah, it's always hard, obviously.
I mean,
you ask him his opinion on
I'm not sure if that ended with sarcasm.
I can't figure that out either.
What just happened here?
I don't know what that was.
Like, what just happened?
Just asking for a friend, I guess.
Yeah. 4th and 9. This is the ball game. Lehi has got to get to the 37. And Hollingshead to throw. And his pass is incomplete.
No flag.
No flags.
No
Cam
flag.
Wren can't hang on.
Whoa. I thought there could have been a little contact before, but no flag on the play. Very difficult catch to make. And it looks like Skyridge is going to survive.
There are no timeouts left for Lehi, so the reality is Skyridge really could knee this out if they so choose. But yeah, I mean, you never know. It's a rivalry.
No, I don't know why you would choose anything other than that.
Yes.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what they're going to do.
Here's the Dave Fox formation.
They'll do the right thing, and there's the first knee. Boy, what an entertaining game, though, guys. This is just, you could not have asked for anything better, unless you're, of course, Lehi. A win would have been nice, but 42-38. And some big games still to come as they both have to go through Region 3. We're actually going to have this Skyridge team next week at Corner Canyon. And tomorrow we have Corner Canyon at Lone Peak. It's just back and forth. Later on we've got Lehi at Lone Peak and Lehi Skyridge. They're all just great games. But what a night for this team. They're going to end up, they were around 480 yards total offense, but every time he takes the knee they lose a couple of yards. So it's gone down to 478. Which is an interesting football phenomenon.
Yeah, this is why the players love that I round up.
Yeah, because look how many, they've lost 5 yards just taking 3 knees, but looks like
Skyridge took a timeout.
Skyridge took a timeout.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you got to be careful here. There's only 35 seconds left. But I mean, another knee should run it.
Yeah.
Hey, be sure to meet all your favorite anime voice actors at FanX this September 25th through 27th. Fan favorites like Bleach, One Piece, My Hero Academia, and more. Anime fans' dream this coming week, September 25th through 27th. The first 8 broadcasts on our sports network, average margin of victory was 27 points. The last 3 games, average margin of victory was 6. And we got another good one tonight. So victory to Skyridge. And on homecoming week, they come out and beat their rivals. And they now lead this series. They now played 4 times, and Skyridge has won 3 of them. And congratulations to the Skyridge Falcons. And Frank Dolce is holding the trophy that's going to be awarded to them. A couple of numbers to give you a sweet wine. 366 yards passing and 2 touchdowns. And that's with 3 interceptions. So he really rebounded nicely. And Hunter Sheffield quietly 123 yards receiving and a touchdown. Those are the 2 numbers that really jump out at you.
Well, we talk so much about all the explosive players out here, and specifically talking about Eka along with Glasgow. And then on the other side, I don't know if you could say that, you know, Sweet Wine and Sheffield and Tahi did this quietly, but maybe overshadowed a little bit by some of the big plays by the big playmakers on the Pioneers. But Skyridge got the job done.
After that time, the lights will be turned off. So make sure you find your phone, your keys, your tax dependents.
Let's take a break, and when we come back, Frank Dolce's got a little hardware for the winners on American First Credit Union's Thursday Night Lights. We are back, and Frank Dolce is doving into the mosh pit. See if he can get out of it.
We'll
Take
see.
it away, Frankie boy.
We shall see. Well, Coach, I mean, I don't know if you dial up a rivalry game any better than that. A back-and-forth affair, mistakes on both sides of the ball, but somehow your guys figured out how to come out on top.
Correct. I think our guys never stop believing, right, and understand the most important play is the next play, right? And we continue to fight and scrap, call, and throughout the 48 minutes, we're able to execute and get the job done.
The way your offense played tonight, some mistakes early on, but they came back. What did you like about that offensive unit?
Again, both sides. I think we just believed the entire time, right? Even if some mistakes happen, we understand, right? Like I said, next play mentality, and throughout, right? I'm just happy and proud of the boys and how they responded.
On the defensive side, some explosive plays tonight. You gave up some explosive. That's a good football team in Lehi, but when it really counted, you found a way to make a play. Tell us about that defensive unit.
Huge stop there at the end, right? I think our punt team did a great job putting them inside the 10 and forcing them to drive 94 yards there. And these guys rallied, kept things in front, and got off the field.
Well, this is old hat for you. We've done this before, but what a great effort tonight. And with that effort, you're Thursday Night Lights champions. Congratulations.
This never gets old.
Yeah.
Oh, Frank, is he stuck
going to get
again?
out? Let's see if he's got. Oh man, he's kind of squoze through that, that small gap there. Good for him.
Oh, Frankie boy. Well, so much fun tonight. I mean, Alema, how do you even sum this thing up? It just was so great.
Yeah, this is, again, I've said this a couple of times during the course of the broadcast tonight. You couldn't have scripted it any better. You know, Skyridge, it goes down 14-0 to start this game. Sweet Wine back-to-back interceptions, and somehow he gets his confidence back. He ends up with 366 yards and 2 TDs. I mean, it was a spectacular performance all the way around. I love what Coach Hem said. It was, you know, offense, defense, and special teams. They were able to focus on the important part of this game, which is the most important play is the next play.
Very
and that's
good.
what they did tonight.
Well, we're going to stick with Region 3 this week. Tomorrow night, we're going to head up east to Lone Peak as they take on top-ranked Corner. Executive producer of American First Credit Union's Thursday Night Lights is Callie Coons. Director is Ken Coons. Our technical director is John Green. Addy on audio tonight. Replay, Alex Neely and Marcos Cueto. They do such a good job. And, of course, Tyson and Miley. Tyson Ewing, Miley Enger on stats. And they never cease to amaze us. Our sources. Oh, I just leaked our sources. Thanks for joining us tonight, everybody, our entire Pure production crew, and we'll see you tomorrow night as Lone Peak battles Corner Canyon. Have a good night, everyone.